Watch this.
Watch it. Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. James Mack and Swaggy Biggs, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special kids, making fixing so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub. 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 That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Matt Stepp, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Salute! It is Sunday night. We back in here. We got a special guest host because I didn't know if any other co-hosts were going to show up. So I said, Mark Henry, I need you to co-host with me. Mark said, man, ain't no problem, man. I'm always down, homie. What's happening, homie?
Man, y'all fam, you know what it do when you ball, you get the call, man. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? What it do, Coach?
Hello, Mark. How are you?
Oh, man, this boy said hello. What's
Bo Teasy, what happened?
Oh, it's all good, man. Just came back in town from Louisiana and happy to be at the crib.
Yes, sir, man. We got a great day, man. We got a little Southside flavor, but you know what? They ballers, so they all DFW. You know what I'm saying? We got I'll be honest, and we're gonna talk about this market. It's another reason why I wanted you on this show, is because I know you, just like us, you all you're not just over DFW, you all over the state. We got two of the best players in the country, man, and I feel like we got one of the most underrated safeties. But I tell y'all, Washington State just got a steal. Trust me, that's an understatement. Before we bring them on, man, I got a question. You know what? We got to start the show off with a nice little question, man. I was thinking, what is your go-to comedy movie when you need a laugh, you're trying to cheer up? What is the movie that you going to go on, find it, and click on? Real quick. Y'all give it first off. Go ahead to the guest host, Mark Henry.
I'm going to go with Friday. You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
man, I'll tell you a funny story real quick. Back when it used to be on pay-per-view on cable, and stuff like that, we rented that thing every day for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't beat that first Friday. It's a classic.
Yes, sir. Willow, what's your go-to?
Oh, because you said a movie, right?
Movie.
All right. Life.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Life.
Can't go wrong.
Too many great comedians in there, man.
Look at Zach. I could see Zach. I knew you was a pimp in your prior life. Shout out to Zach Collins, man. Pat Boteezy, what's your go-to?
Hey, I'm like Mark Henry, Hollywood, but for the sake of saying something different, I'm gonna go Hollywood Shuffle. It's a funny ass movie.
Yeah, I like Soul Man. I can't believe Mr. Hyder picked that, but that's one of my favorites. I would say my go-to is Road Trip. If y'all haven't seen Road Trip, put that on write that down and go look at it and tell me that's not one of the funniest movies y'all have ever.
Now, is Road Trip with who's Road Trip with?
That's what
The old men.
No, that's that's Soul Man. That's the one. Road Trip is with the what's that what's his name? Green, the little corn. It's a white movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a white movie, but it's the one with that little skinny white guy was in bed with the big thick black chick.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, little nerdy dude.
I'm telling you, Road Trip is hilarious. Shout out to Coach Biotti, man. Coach Biotti say bad boys. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Oh,
Self Green. Thank you, Swag. Self Green, man. You gotta go see it, bro. I'm telling you,
is Seth Green in Super Bad?
I think
No. Okay. What was the movie with McFarlane or McFadden or
McLovin.
McLovin. Yeah, McLovin. yeah.
I'm telling y'all, go look. I'm telling everybody, go look at Road Trip. I promise you, you are going to laugh. And if you are a fan of CBD, just put it like this: it's a Stoners movie. It's a Stoners movie. So, hey, trust me, it's
That's
crazy.
probably a majority of our audience, so they'll enjoy
Which
that.
is probably the people that's watching us, and we love you. We love you. But anyway, man, let me bring on the guest, man. We got a great guest, man. Bring him on. Before I bring him on, I want to play what his coach had to say. Then I'm gonna bring him on while the coach talks. We're here with Coach Paul, Lancaster head coach. Just saw the commitment of Braylan McDonald to Washington State. Just tell us real quick, what is Washington State finna get?
They about to get a dog. They about to get an unselfish guy. They about to get a guy that's not afraid to hit. They about to get a guy that's very, very fast. They're about to get a guy that his football IQ is through the roof. They're about to get a guy that can play on both sides of the ball and special teams. They're about to get a guy that's going to come in and play as a freshman.
Yes, sir. Once again, Coach, congratulations on another athlete going to D1 college. Yes, sir. The one and only Apostle Paul is back, baby. Apostle Paul is back.
I don't know how you did it. The only person that can get that together was Braylan.
That's
Good
it,
job,
man.
big play,
Braylan brought us together, man.
Thanks for making that happen, baby.
How you doing, brother? How you feeling today, Braylan? One day
Good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, sir, man. We're happy to have you here. Before we ask you a question, man, I got to get my guy Mark Henry from the platform, Horn Sports. This is our talent agent. You know what I'm saying? He is the talent agent of the Dub. You know what I'm saying? And just give us a scouting report on Braylan McDonald, man. Just tell us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Well, the first thing is his he has great eye discipline. He doesn't bite on fakes, or he really pays attention to detail. That means he watches film. But what I like most about him is he comes downhill with a passion. You know what I'm saying, and with an attitude about it. Great length. When I saw him yesterday, I hadn't seen him in a few months, and it seemed like his shoulders are wider, his arms, real long, which I think, translates to the next level. And then, he played some corner last year, which, when I talked to him yesterday, he talked about, Washington State bringing him down to play the nickel slot, so some nickel corner as well. Once he gets into a program, the sky's the limit. And kudos to Washington State. They come down to Texas and usually get these hidden gems, like Braylan, and they turn them into pros. So I think his ceiling is very high. The speed is there. He's a track athlete with verified fat times. And the biggest thing is he's a leader. You know what I'm saying? And that versatility is there. Coach Paul talked about him playing on the offensive side of the ball his first 2 years, a do it all, everything type of athlete. And, a lot of those times, those make great defensive backs. When you go to these camps and things, you see these guys come out with 30 receivers as 10 DBs. And a lot of those guys, if they don't know and they're not told, you could actually make your money playing DB. So, kudos to him for doing that and making that transition. We saw it big last year. I don't think, J Mac, you and Coach Carr were some of the biggest, promoters of Braylan last year, calling him Big Play Bray. He was a big play waiting to happen from the secondary. So, that's what I love about his game, and I think Washington State's getting the steal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Carr, I ain't gonna go without hearing what you think. Come on now, we got to get the coaches out, man. Talk to us about Bray.
I think they about to put Bray in that in that weak side linebacker spot. They're gonna let him walk out on that corner on that slot every now and then, which, by the way, is money. You know what I mean? So let's not confuse that and equate that with anything else other than that. That skill set is going to be a skill set that's going to allow you to travel. You know what I mean? It's going to allow you to be able to stay on the field, show that you can play in the box, show you can get out there and cover a little bit. One of the things that I love about you, man, is your enthusiasm. When I watch film on a guy, it's not like I don't watch film. You see that highlight play, you're like, okay, yeah, that's a good play. But I watch what you do after that highlight play. You know what I mean? Or you're a guy that's me, or you're a guy that's dapping your teammates up, or if your teammate make a big play, you right there with them, celebrating with them. And I see a lot of that, and that's maturity, and that's gonna serve you well. But man, I think you got all the tools you need. Now, if they're gonna if y'all gonna go in the Big Ten, you definitely need to go bite some steel, definitely, because they're gonna run the ball. It's a school in Ann Arbor that's in the Big Ten. And they ran the ball the whole second half against a very, very good Big Ten team. So, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But nah, man, seriously, though, man, I love watching you play, man. And I know you're going to do great. And let me ask you this. What are they going to have you playing this year? Are you going to stay at the top of the defense, or are they going to let you move around?
I'm pretty sure they're going to do a little bit of both.
You're going to be able to get down in that box and show what you can do?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're going to get a chance. You're going to get a chance. You got more than a chance. And, here's the beauty of it, bro. Like, you literally can play your way. You know what I'm saying? You literally can play your way. And that's the beauty of it. Like, you're literally going into a district that is going to get you more than college ready. You know what I'm saying? That's why, man, I know you out there killing this offseason. But, man, that's definitely something, man. Start getting in that film room. Start watching them teams. Start learning them. You know what I mean? Because if you can put your intelligence together with your instincts, you're going to be a walking big play. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, Bray, what was it that went into this decision? I mean, obviously it was a big decision. And real quick, I'm gonna show this picture with with Mark Henry said that your height and length. I mean, I thought Bray was trying to put me up under his armpits right here. I was like, Bray, come on, man. You ain't gotta do me like that, Bray. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do me like that.
He got a slight bend in his knees and everything, Jay.
But no, seriously, man. Just tell us, man, what went into that decision, man? Obviously, you head up to Pullman, Washington, man. So just what went into that?
So each and every day they'll try to reach out, they'll try their best to get on the phone with me, or they'll text. And like they was excited to get me up there, and they got me excited to get up there. So once we got up there, usually some schools they'll just tell you what you want to hear. They'll tell you all this, and that. But he was keeping it straight up and real, and that's what I was like. That's what I really liked about it. Like he wasn't trying to beat around the bush about anything. Like he kept everything straight up and all that. And I was like, I really like that. And then I was asking the players like, how are they? Stuff like that. They were saying the same thing that I was thinking. So that went into a lot of me making the decision of why I committed there. That was one of the biggest things. Just that genuine love and that trueness that he had. So.
Absolutely, and I would say, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they. I think when you're a big time Texas athlete, the way you are, going out there, it's not gonna be many like you. You know what I'm saying? So long as you take that dog with you, pack that dog up, take him with you. Sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, talk to us, man. Cause how did my homie right here? How did my homie take that? You know what I'm saying? Cause that's my dog. That. And I know. She got to get on the plane to go, man. And I told moms I want her on here with you. So I wanted to hear how she felt. But
J
what was
Mac,
that conversation like? There she
why did
is.
you put that picture of me with that boot on?
I mean, because that's you.
That's tough. That's tough.
J Mac, really?
You
I
know,
thought we
we don't
I thought we were better
we
than
don't
that.
tell no lies over here. We don't tell no lies over here. You in the booth.
He could have cropped the boot.
He could have cropped the boot.
But since you here, Mama, and this is one of the I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the greatest Mama Bears ever. She's in the Mama Bear Hall of Fame. Miss Chanel Shield. How you doing, Mom?
I'm doing great.
And just tell me, man. I'm just wondering, man, how that conversation went with Bray when it was time for him to commit. So far away. Because I know how tight y'all are.
I just told him when he was ready to make his decision that I was gonna be behind him 100%. But I told him that we had to pray about it together. We had to break down every detail about the school together. It wasn't just all on him. I had a little bit of input in it, but I told him whenever he was ready and he knew he was ready to commit that I was gonna be 100% with what he wanted to do. And when he told me that it was gonna be Washington State, I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I cried because that's far away. But if that's what he wants to do, hey, I'm on board with it. And we go Cougs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, going away from home, Brayden, straight up, is a life hack. As long as you can keep your mama at home. If she goes, I can't tell you it's a life hack anymore because she's gonna be on your shoulder. But if you go, and when you get there, network, like not just with football players, I mean with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because the experience of going away from school, going away from home, is now you become universal. So now you're going to meet people from New York that you might get cool with. Like one of my partners is from Miami. I got real cool with him. I went down to Miami and kicked it with him. Never been before. Another one of my partners, and then Detroit is like a second home to me. So network, man. Be cool with where you're going, and just know that if you planning on living there, you should get you some roots there. And that means in the community, in the classroom, and on the football field. And leave your mom at home.
Really, Coach Carl? Okay, how many times out of the year can I go visit?
Game days. Absolutely. Show up on game days.
Okay, and that's it.
Well, yeah, because he'll be home. Y'all going to be at bowling. They probably go to a bowl, so you get a chance to go to the bowl, wherever it is. You get to go to that. You get to go to all, and then he might. Do y'all play anybody close to Texas?
No, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying?
I think y'all got Texas Tech on the schedule, don't you?
Oh yeah.
They
But
do.
we played them there.
Yeah.
We played them at Washington.
See, there you go. That's that. You boom, bonus game.
Absolutely.
You see how that happened? And I'm saying that. And listen, you know your child, so I'm gonna say it because your child can't tell you. You've done such an amazing job with him. He is a great young man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. You have to trust that you have done what you needed to do to allow him to even make that decision. I just told you, my mama said I couldn't go to Miami. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I also told you that when I committed to the University of Michigan, we were sitting on the plane, And I asked God, hey, give me a sign, let me know if I made the right decision. And the whole plane went into turbulence. You know what I mean? So as long as you stay prayed up, as long as you believe in the process, then he's gonna be wonderful. You know what I mean? And look forward to something. Like you gotta get ready for life without him being home.
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
Hey, shout out to Matt Stepp, man. Matt Stepp said Washington State is coming to UNT in 2025. So
See, there you go.
We need 100 tickets. We need 100 tickets.
We all going.
It is.
I'm telling you
we
right
all
now,
going. We all going.
That's dope. Yeah.
So you
It's
make
gonna,
sure
it's gonna be the
we ain't going
Dove
to
Hang.
the Hilton.
Yeah. I definitely go to that North Texas game. So that's the one you're gonna be playing in.
Hilton, Bray. So I need you up there cracking heads.
Yeah. And I'm just happy for you in general, dog.
I'm happy, man. But hey, Bray. So from your point of view, after talking to Mom, said, "Mom, I want to go to Washington State." What was from your point of view? How was that conversation?
I mean, like, having that talk with the mom, that's not really, she gonna be sad come be gone, but my point of view from it was, I really don't have a problem with leaving too far away or staying, so I really want to get out there and explore, but I told her, like, whatever the best for me, which so happened to be Washington State, you gotta make that happen, like, can't let it just go to waste like that, because I don't want to go, like, say I didn't want to leave out of the state or something like that, but I knew that was the best, but I can't just not, because I want to leave. I can't let that opportunity go to waste. I gotta step out my comfort zone or something like that to be able to, get the best opportunities for me and take advantage of most of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm with that. That's dope, man. So now we got the commitment thing. You happy with the commitment? And I'm gonna tell you right now, your phone ain't finna stop ringing once this season starts. And Mark Henry shaking his head, he agreed. The phone not gonna stop ringing, man. Because now I got to get your opinion on. You guys are moving up to 6A, right?
Yeah.
Not just 6A, they putting you in. Probably the hardest district in the state, if not one of, right? Every week it's gonna be college. It's gonna be colleges watching every week. Like ain't no off week. So just in your opinion, man, when you heard that y'all was moving up, y'all was going into this district, man. Like what is it that what was your thoughts and what was the thoughts of your teammates?
My thoughts is that I was ready. Like we already knew it was coming. Like we already knew. So we ready to get out there, ready to compete. All right, like that's our point of view on everything. We just always ready to compete. That's what I love about Lancaster. Like it's a competitive environment. Like there's never a time where you're not competing for something. So my thoughts and the teammates' thoughts is that we just all ready to compete, go out there and show them what we can do.
No, that's dope. Pat, you got something?
Hey, big play Bray. How do you feel like games like Longview and stuff prepared you for what you're about to play? I thought that was a hell of a win in the playoffs and stuff, and I kind of felt like you were playing a 6A team, playing that type of game.
So this year, the first time I didn't get to play them because I got hurt and stuff. But the second time, it was just like it just felt like a college environment. Like it just felt like a Super Bowl game. Like playing Longview. I know they're gonna get us better for playing 6A teams because they got so much talent over there and stuff like that. And like the teams that the people that we got on our team. Like us just going into iron sharpen iron, and I know we're gonna be ready to play in 6A environment just from playing Longview and other teams like that.
All right, and to follow up on that, did you hear Swaggy in the stand say we beat them?
Yeah.
Have you seen the video, bro?
I did. I heard him in the video.
I just wondering, man, have everybody on that team seen that video?
I'm pretty sure they have, but if they didn't see the video, they probably heard him in the stands.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It was crazy, right? It like how many times do you see somebody in the stands yelling? You know, we be some ninjas.
Naysayers. They naysayers.
Naysayers. Y'all beat them naysayers.
Hey,
But
No doubt.
I gotta find that video. I will go play it, but I don't know if I got it. I thought I had it. I thought I had it on cue.
I'm glad you don't have it.
Hey, I do want to ask one more question. Man, I imagine if you saw the video, then you also knew that Apostle Paul, Coach Paul, was kind of under fire going into the playoffs and stuff like that. And then you guys went on a run. Did you guys just kind of plug in and just try to do it for Coach Paul?
I wouldn't necessarily say we just did it because Paul. We did it for everybody because we we all our thoughts last year was we all we got because everybody was counting us out. Nobody expected us to make that run that we made. Nobody expected us to go to the playoffs. None of that. So once we all bought in and said we all we got, the run happened. Of course we did it for Coach Paul too. He was one of the main reasons, but like I said, we was all that we had. So we took that and ran.
Y'all had swaggy.
Definitely. There it is. There it is. No, and I was just wondering because I know a lot of times they tell you don't listen to the outside noise, don't listen to the media, but the Dub is just a tight knit sports crazy community, so I know y'all had to hear all the outside noise.
I mean, you could say it, but like you said, we don't really pay attention to it.
Okay.
You got anything for Mark?
Yeah, I got a quick question, Bray. Tell me something you learned about going up to Pullman, Washington, that you didn't know about that area before you went. A lot of us don't get a chance to go up to that, corridor of the country. What'd you learn on your visit? And tell me about the campus and city.
First, it's very small. They say college town. That's really a college town. We asked one of my hosts, if I could Uber around, and he was like, probably not, because it's literally only one person that does the Uber. That's how small it is.
Good Lord, that's tough.
But it's very small, and Idaho is 10 minutes around the corner from there. So it's literally here from here. And then another thing was it's very all the grass, it was just green. When we was on the plane flying over, I just saw all the green. I was like, where everything is. I'm from Texas, I'm used to the cities. I'm not used to seeing all that green grass. It was that. And I say for the campus, the campus really reminded me of a city. That's how small Dade little city is. The campus really brought more to it. So that was really I was looking at it like the city because they had everything on campus, and that's what I like about it. They have a nice campus.
Yeah, you don't need no car.
Nah, you can walk everywhere.
Yeah, you walk everywhere. Yeah,
yeah, they gonna take care of you. They gonna take care of you.
How's the food up there?
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, they fed us immaculate.
I know they did.
I had to step back in. We had steak, lobster tails, and I mean, they treated us very well.
As they should.
One thing about it is in the Pacific Northwest, the seafood is off the chain.
Off the chain.
Fresh out the water. I mean,
fresh.
Man.
No doubt.
Very fresh.
I know that for a fact.
I like too because they have a personal chef just for the football team, and they all eat together in the press box every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Ooh.
They eat in the press box.
Yeah,
that's where the cafeteria is.
That's where their eating area is, and that's where their chef prepares their food every day.
Okay.
No, that's dope. Oof. Oh man, there you go. Inside scoop. Mama tell you what she like. You did?
And that's her word. And that's why she's not going.
You get that from the Dub. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that fresh food though, because I ain't mad at you. When I go visit my cousin up in Tacoma, man, I'm telling you, man, I had some shrimp and grits. That was probably the best shrimp I ever had. It's like they just went and caught it and brought it to the restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah,
Seriously,
nah, man.
it was crazy.
It's nice. Hey, you hit a lot of rain up there, though, huh?
Yeah.
You're gonna hit a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's great all the time. It's great all the time. But
Don't tell me.
we're
Don't tell me.
gonna stay on
Don't.
the bright side because
Yeah.
don't make
Big Play
Thank you.
Bray,
Thank you.
yeah, Big Play Bray is going up there. Big Play, we cover the college. I want to get back to Lancaster, right? Because when I was at your commitment, I met some of your teammates, and I ain't gonna lie, I was like, wow, like. And I know Coach Paul told me y'all been keeping things on the low. Y'all just been working and grinding, and just kind of not paying attention to, not doing a whole lot of social media. But man, when I met some of your teammates, especially on that defense, man, like I really feel like y'all are gonna be able to compete against everybody y'all line up against, man. So I want you to tell the people, man, what can they expect from Lancaster coming this year?
They can expect fast, ready team, and the defense for sure that we got guys up there. So be ready for that defense as well.
So speaking of that defense, I mean, I'm assuming you one of the leaders on that defense, right?
Yep.
So tell us about that defense. What do, because after you, we got somebody that you gonna see, right? That's gonna be coming on. And I'm gonna be honest, he pretty much terrorized whoever lined up across from him. So what can the people expect from Lancaster defense?
We gonna be a hard hitting fast team, and then the secondary, no doubt, we gonna be lights out. We work every day, like it don't matter. Like we don't even have to have some workouts to be working. Like we'll work on our own. Like we make sure we stay down and grind every single day, every Saturday. It don't matter. Like we ready. We coming ready.
And man, I like to hear that because I want to bring that to your secondary, and not just secondary, also your whole defense, but your secondary. Y'all will compete against some of the greatest receivers in the country, right? Almost week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? Like week in and week out. So is that something that you guys like really like watching film on, kind of focusing on? Cause you got the number one receiver in the country. You probably got the who should be, 1B. You know what I'm saying, in the country. You got a 2027 5-star that's probably gonna be number one when his time comes. Like it just and not to downplay, but hey man, y'all got some big time receivers that you practice against, right? That's also in that district. So what are the reps that y'all are getting to prepare y'all for district?
Like you said, we'll watch film all that, but the main thing is we like to make sure we always grinding, so we can be prepared for stuff like for people like this. Like we don't even want to overdo nothing or underdo nothing. We want to make sure we got everything right. Like we pay attention to small details, all this stuff like that. We make sure we come prepared. So that's one thing I say about it.
Yeah, I mean, so tell us, man. Well, tell us about your teammate, man. How good is Emmanuel Choice, and should he be up there in the conversation when we talking about top receivers, and not just him, but also I got man name for this. What's the QB that just switched to receiver? I saw him at the thing.
JJ,
JJ. Yeah, talk about JJ and Choice.
both of them. Like I would say, I love going against them at practice. There, like I said, iron sharpen iron. Like going against me, he's a big receiver, but he can move. So that's like getting prepared for like smaller receivers that can move too. So going against him every day, like I make sure I always him because I want to get the best of the best. And for JJ, like for him just not switching, for him to just not be switching, he's good. Like I've never seen him be able to switch just automatically be like he's been playing receiver his whole life. But them two, both of them should definitely be in that conversation. Like I feel like they underlooked a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I will say about JJ, I think JJ very well might be a taller, faster version of what you had last year, and that's crazy to even think about. But like that's a true statement. Am I lying?
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's wild, man. Anybody else got something for my guy before you
Hey
mute?
man,
Or,
just
or
good
you,
luck this season, man. In the District of Doom. It play big, fast, strong, and healthy. Be healthy, man. Do big things.
are you gonna cover the best receiver every week?
yeah.
I like it.
Man, I
I
like the way
like
you
it.
said that, man.
I
I'm
like
gonna go back on this show and I'm a screen record just that because his face. Did you see the way his eyes looked when he said
Come on,
that?
man. I like it. I
Did
like
you
it.
see that
I
though? Did
saw
you
it.
see that, Mark Henry?
He didn't blink.
He didn't blink.
He didn't even stutter. He didn't even have to think about it.
Like,
Absolutely.
wow, bro. Like,
Yeah.
dog. That's
Yeah.
a dog.
That's a dog.
Absolutely.
That's a dog, man.
Have dog will travel.
Dog
Yes,
will
sir.
travel. Hey,
Absolutely.
big play break. Big
What's
play
up?
break. Let's not make this your last time on the dub, homie, for sure. And hey man, give us your shout outs, man, before you get out of here, man. I want you to give us your shout outs.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Coach Paul. I know you're in the chat watching right now. Yeah, that's really
Yes,
all
sir.
I got.
Yes, sir, man. Hey man. Look forward to seeing you. And I'm gonna give you a little secret. I will be there week 1. On the field.
He can't. You can't be everywhere week 1.
Week
Right.
1, I will be in
You got to
Frisco.
make a decision, man. Don't be selling this kid this stuff
Executive
you over here
decision
doing.
right now. Week
You
1.
cannot keep doing that.
Week
You're
1,
gonna make an executive
Saturday
decision
afternoon, 2:00. I will be in Frisco at the Star.
J Mac.
I'm
Look,
telling you. I'm telling
every,
you. Whatever plans I had before then, scrap them.
but every guest we had on J Mac is gonna be at week 1.
I'm telling you. Now that Thursday, Friday, still up for debate. But
Hey,
Saturday, I'm telling you where I'm gonna be.
that boy out there cloning himself.
I'm telling you, man. And have y'all been working on them Goon City bars from A170?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for that? Because to me, that's the biggest test. And to me, that's the biggest game of week 1. Just my opinion, but that's the biggest game of week 1. And we could debate it all day long. We could meet on Tuesday night and debate it. But week 1, that's the game of the week for me. Week 1, man. Just tell me, what's your thoughts on Goon City before you get out of here?
Like I said, like we ready for anybody. Like I said, like we come prepared for anything. Like we don't run from nothing. We gonna run to it.
Already.
Man, I love it, man. One more time, man. Y'all give it up for my guy, Break. Big play break.
Big
Braylan
play break.
McDonald in the house.
Absolutely. Hey, big play. Make sure when you get that pick against North Crowley in week 1 with J Mac possibly standing on the sideline, give him a dub salute.
I got you.
Hey, big play break. Get ready for this commercial we're gonna shoot. All right.
Yeah. We got you, big play break. Hey, man, salute to you, man. We'll talk to you again.
All right, bet.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy, dog. That's my guy. I love me some big play break, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I love his attitude. Real
No
quick,
doubt.
man, before we bring on this other dog, because we got another dog waiting in the background.
What dog is that?
Dog, we got a dog. No, I ain't even gonna say he a dog. I can't even call him a dog. He's
Define dog.
Look how he doing his hand. You know what I'm saying? He's telling you right now.
I got a savage. I got a savage weight.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the only savage I know is 13.
Talk that talk.
Is that the only savage you know?
It's the only savage I know.
What savage you know, Pat?
13, baby. It started here on the dub.
What God dog? Look at her. Look at her.
That's our guy.
Yo.
That's all I
Man,
got.
turn your phone sideways, boy. Stop acting like you ain't never been.
Yeah, like you ain't never been on the show, man. Turn your phone sideways. There you go. Come on, man. There you go. Hey, man. Hey, 13.
Yo.
13. Don't be acting like them other DeSoto folks. You know us.
Hey, 13, get one of them, man. Come on in and close the door behind you, boy. What you doing? You know to take your shoes off.
My fault.
You Gucci.
No, that's family right there, man. 13, what's happening, man?
What's up? I ain't heard from y'all. I don't know how long.
Hey,
Man.
Oh man, somebody taking shots.
Yeah,
taking
man.
shots, but you gotta understand. Go ahead, 13.
I ain't seen y'all in a while.
That's okay. We still here though. That's all that matters, right? But hey, man, you know one thing about it, man. Even if you don't hear from me, I'm always watching.
For sure.
And I see you, man. And I could have swore 13. Last time you was on this show, we had a talk, and I told you about how you be treating these folks' kids on that field. We had to talk about this, 13. I said, 13, you can't be treating these folks' kids any kind of way on the field. These folks got these kids, got their family in the stands. They got their parents in the stands, 13. I'm going to play this, man. I'm going to play this clip from Twitter, man. I thought we had this talk, though, 13. I did.
What we finna see?
Let's see. Hold on, let me pull it up. 13 be out here just ruthless.
I hope it ain't too bad.
Oh, well, we're going to see. We about to see right here. Look at that. There he is. Ooh. Oh, boy, look at him. He crying over there. Look, I ain't going to say he crying, but he asking the ref, what happened, ref? Look at that.
Oh, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing compared to how we did number 2 the championship game.
Ooh. Well, I can't show that, man. You know I can't show that, man. I told you be treating these folks kids, man.
They parents be the ones signing them up for it. If we being realistic.
Oh Lord. So you say you did Anderson bad, huh?
Yeah. Anderson.
Man, look.
They got did the worst way out of the whole tournament.
You know, and the crazy thing about it is that's Coach Mathis' homeboy over there. That's coaching that.
That's what made it bad for him. we can't let the old school beat the new school.
Already.
I can dig it.
Oh my God. Hey man. I'm gonna pass you on the wheel car. I gotta catch my thoughts back. I don't even want to show no more highlights because it's bad. I can't, my thing is we don't embarrass kids out here.
But that's exactly. Well,
the problem with that is I can't show 13 highlights.
Well,
technically, it wouldn't be you embarrassing. I mean, it's me embarrassing. Y'all just promoting it.
Hey, there it is.
No, that's child abuse. We don't promote that. But seriously though, man, like just watching you, man, you're so much more mature than the average kid on that field. Just how you carry yourself, how you play. What is it that you look at when you come out there, particularly in a situation like 7-on-7? Like it's purely most of the let me ask you this. Is most of the coverage cover what? What are they playing mostly?
I really look at the DB. Like I go based off if he already looking scared.
Yeah. So is that like people are scared of you when they line up against you?
I don't really be knowing because, like I said, I'm not really just like the publicity kid. So
it ain't even got to be publicity, right? Like real recognize real, and you looking familiar. You know what I'm saying? Like it moves a little different when you got that type of energy. 13. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You might not promote it, but they know who 13 is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you got to think about it like this here at DeSoto. So that's a whole nother element when these cats landing up against you. And, I'm pretty sure once you dog one, you dogging the rest of them. I want to know who you want to play against this year. I don't care about the 7-on-7 stuff. What DB that you cannot wait to line up against?
She was the number one in our class, whoever it is.
Well, where is he at?
I do no research on DBs. I don't do research on DBs. So whoever number one DB is in our class.
Who is that? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, so it don't even matter then.
Nah.
Okay, well, I could buy that one.
We're gonna have to find out because obviously 13 don't care because he just out here child abusing.
Man, 13 going on 30 out there, boy. 13 look good, man.
He look good, dog.
They look
I ain't
good.
gonna lie, man. I was watching, and I was just like, boy, 13. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't download this picture, but it looked like you've been in the weight room. What's your weight right now?
I'm at 178.
Okay.
Around that area.
Well, what's your goal?
Like 180. I'm almost at her.
No doubt about that one, bro.
Yeah.
How tall are you now?
Like 5'10".
Okay.
That's right.
That's good. Mark Henry, you got something for my guy?
Yeah, man. Let's go past the 7-on-7, Daylon. Kelvin Ryan's come in and they've done a phenomenal job, as you can see by you guys winning another championship. What has the chemistry been like with you guys on the offensive side with him?
I don't really feel no different. Like, I mean, it's players not plays over at Desoto, so if you can play, you gonna play. And we're gonna get you right regardless. Like, you're not gonna be at Desoto and not be able to play.
So that speaks to the culture that you guys have over there. You being a leader, you've been there and done that. You've been doing this since you were a sophomore. Now you're a senior. How are you leading the charge by example and by your play? And I'm listening to you talk. I can definitely tell that you're a leader on the team.
Doing the same thing I watched our seniors do it when I was a freshman, but trying to do better than what they did. So I really took notes from them while I was a young pup on the team. And then I just sat there and let it marinate and tried to do more than what they did and the stuff they did do.
Now, to me, seeing some of the footage from this weekend and some of your clips from the spring, it looks like you're more explosive than you were last year. Like you got another gear. You competed at a high level on the track this year too. Talk about some of the things you've been working on this spring to prepare for your senior season.
Just my explosiveness, more of my hamstrings, my quads, and stuff like that. More hamstring workouts, getting my legs stronger. Instead of just focusing on running routes as much, being in the weight room. So the weight room plays a big part in you staying healthy all season.
Absolutely. Well, I can see it, man. You look real freakish, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you blowing by kids. It doesn't even make sense. They've been talking about child abuse. I mean, if you strap up and put your cleats on and get in front of you, they got to defend you. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see y'all when the pads come on. And, you know what I'm saying? I'll be over there to see y'all probably when y'all start in August.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one more question, though. So are you saying that there's no – what is the difference between DJ and this new quarterback? Is his balls different? Like his leadership style is different? Because you say there's no difference, which goes to the culture. But at that position, you have a quarterback that you only played with for this spring. Y'all already went in state. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Keldon already had chemistry. We don't play. That's another DFW dog right there.
Okay. All right, I see what you're doing.
Okay. Talk that talk.
Yeah, okay. No, that totally works. I have nothing else to say. Thank you, sir.
I love it, man. I love it. You got anything for him, Pat, before I get back to him, man? Because we're going to talk about this child abuse, Daylon. I can't get you out of here, man. You just can't be out here abusing these 4 kids, man. I'm getting calls and stuff, man. You can't be showing out yeah, man. I mean, what you want me to do?
No doubt. Hey, he's a savage for a reason. Take me back, man. My favorite game, and I caught several games last year, but my favorite game was that game that we had to wait out on the Friday night and then come back on the Saturday and watch you just go out there and eat and destroy. You're already a competent kid, but what did that game do for you personally in your maturation?
It didn't really do nothing for me personally, but it put everybody else on notice.
I knew you were gonna say
goodbye,
that.
Man.
I knew he was gonna say that. I felt it in my spirit. I knew that was coming out.
Boy, this NIL money gonna be good.
Hell, dog. That NIL, dog. Y'all better jump on my guy right now.
Hey, 13,
my Lord.
Be ready for this commercial we shoot.
God, no. But I mean, I hear you. I know you got ice water in your veins, man. But I'm telling you that the atmosphere I thought was just super cool that day. It felt like a playoff game, and the way you came out and performed, man, it just had me lit, bro. And I'm sitting up here like, man, I know this is shooting this confidence through the roof. But he said, hey, I'm just putting everybody on notice. And then, I interviewed you actually in the middle of the game. I think you're the first athlete I interviewed in the middle of a game while riding a bike. You was talking that talk and stuff. So it was more piss and vinegar, more so than just showing your talents and showing out.
Definitely.
No doubt. All right, man. Look, this boy Cole right here in your match.
I'm telling you, dog, he's so grown, man. I kind of want to tell him just, meet me at the bar. Let's have a beer. But I keep forgetting. I know you're young. You're young.
He 13 going on 30, J man.
Like a mother.
I'm like, damn, hopefully let's go have a drink. But
hey, look in the bar. Hey, wait a minute.
High school, man. Yeah.
Look, and he's so cold. I got to interview him in the middle of a game. That's how cold he is.
Man, that boy beard and mustache bigger than mine.
he got that grown man energy, man. But I did go back and pick one thing about it is 13 Savage, he been down with the Dub for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because that's family to us, you know what I'm saying? So I would pick one up because I look back, man, we got a whole bunch of interviews with you, 13. But I picked this one out, man. I'm gonna play this one, man. Just tell me if you remember it.
They all coming. So all y'all on Facebook, they said it's gonna be a blowout. So let's go with it.
On the field after the game.
Look like a blowout the other way.
It's like a blowout the other way.
No doubt.
Hey, we stood on business tonight. It was bound to happen though. And they came out here to all this fun running. We don't do all that media and stuff.
No doubt.
And we came out and stood on business. They've been blowing us up all week, Same Dunkerville stuff. So
I'm gonna say this from the beginning. You came out serious. You came out with that dog mentality. I think you set the tone for the whole team.
Yeah, cause they underrate me all the time. Say this and that person better than me, come out and rank us. I'm not in top 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I put them on notice.
Already.
To be honest, even after tonight, I don't really care for the rankings. I don't really care for it.
No, you just care about them second them dudes.
On business and give me another one of these.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Now we got that number one spot. I'm tired of them Camp Wisdom folks.
Yes, sir.
So all them Camp Wisdom folks, every last one of y'all in that little Facebook group chat or whatever, make sure y'all post this story and give us our props. So we definitely just took it from y'all.
13 Savage standing on business. Salute, Doug.
My God. We good on that too.
Man, 13, I got to tell you something. That day, we go down in Dub infamy.
I remember.
We ain't got to bring all that up, man. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
He got everything to do with that, Jay. The opening kickoff.
Yeah.
The bombs. I mean, he had a lot to contribute with that. You should feel some kind of way.
He was
got a ring out of that,
chilling on
man.
the bike like Debo, man. You know what I'm saying?
On the cool.
Oh, look at it looking nice on the finger.
Yeah, he got a ring out. You got J Mac a ring.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you too.
It's only right you'll have another one you stay down come this season.
Hey man, I'm alumni, baby. We both finna be alumni. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta ever worry about it.
You got you another one coming in. Trust.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I show is.
I had to fight all my life.
Yeah.
Hey man, but hey, I do gotta say this though, man. That game, that was the turning point, right? Like it was a big build up, right? It was a lot of emotions. That's why I'm not tripping on it, right? There's a lot of emotions. I get it. But after you won that game and won state, like where did it set in that we top dogs?
I've been knew that we was top dogs, but like I said, we just had to show everybody else.
Hey, and so when it happened, you wasn't even tripping.
No, not at all, because I knew we was capable of.
Hey man, God damn.
He told you, man. This interview should have been over 5 minutes ago.
It should have, but you just heard him chastise us for not having him on.
Well, I don't want to let him go because he done deboed everybody on this show. So I just want to have a little respect going on over here, Singleton. Okay.
Hey, tell Pops, I'm not trying to get you drunk. I was just saying, Pops. I was just saying, talking to your son. That's your fault. That's your son. That's your fault, Pop. You raised a grown man before he was 21. It ain't my fault.
Yeah, Pops, watch. You know he ain't too far.
Oh yeah, man. Man. That's my dog, man. I respect the hell out of your Pops, man. I think he raised a real dog and a real young man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I said, you been solid with us, man, from day one. I always been good. You wasn't one of the ones that was cussing us out and telling us to get off the field. So hey, I'm down with me. 13 seconds.
That boy got PTSD, boy.
You can call me at 3:00 in the morning, man. I get up and you need help. It's all good, brother. I'm telling you right now.
Man, that's tough. That's tough.
But now we gotta get serious. I gotta get serious, man. I gotta bring this up. Cause I just want to hear your opinion, right? I'm gonna bring up something. The all 7-on-7 tournament team, right? Right here. Now they got you. You made first team. You did not get MVP. I have to ask you, man. Just what was your thoughts when you realized when you found out you did get MVP? Even though I wasn't even there, and all I heard about was 13 Savage out here turning these folks' kids up. But you didn't get the MVP. I'm pretty sure everybody felt you should have, including yourself. But just what was your thoughts when you saw that?
Really, it was something to laugh at, really, because everybody know what the real is, and even the people out there know the real. He probably even know the real, but like I was saying, it ain't nothing that you really need to be mad about. And you seen on Twitter, I safety boxed that, so it ain't really nothing to compete about. We know the real.
Yeah, I mean, and well, can I ask you this though? Serious question. What did you think of the MVP one?
I mean, he good. Don't get me wrong, he's nice, but in that game he didn't impress me. That quarterback impressed me more than he did. And you take him away from the team, they still go. Not saying that the game ain't close like how it was or before we start taking the top off, but they still go. Regardless of what anybody's saying, they still make it to the championship. Because to me, he ain't really do nothing in the game we played him. Besides get boxes y'all seen on Twitter. That's how
So now this is what I think. This is my opinion. I was told that if it wasn't for the young man, that they wouldn't even made it to play y'all in state. So that would kind of put him over the top as MVP. And that, of course, a lot of people, and I do feel like this, and Pat probably could talk about this too, that sometimes Desoto is being it's being held against Desoto because y'all are very, very talented. You know what I'm saying? Like people are saying, well, if 13 Savage wasn't there, then Booby would have just took over. Or you know what I'm saying? But they saying if this other, the other kid, I forget his name. I don't mean no disrespect. But if he wasn't there, they wouldn't even been in the place. So my question to you is, do you think that's fair to kind of criticize, to kind of take points away from you because you're on a talented team?
I mean, that comes with playing in the program I play in. So I'm pretty used to it now. Like I said, I don't really care for it, but I know people that do care for it, and I feel like it would bother other people, but it don't bother me.
Okay. Well, I mean, so what would be your words to Desoto Nation, right? Because and this is legit. Look, I'm not upset with nobody from Desoto if they felt like you should have been MVP. But what will be your words? Is we're not worried about it? Are you happy with the first team and move on, or what's going on?
I ain't never satisfied. Like, I ain't never happy with nothing. But like I said, it's just another moment. I gotta eat. Gotta grind even harder.
Well, you sound like your head coach.
Don't he? Yeah. Hey, speaking of one of your coaches, man, Biotti, I love this comment right here, but this was funny. They must have had a Joe Biden.
Biotti something else, man.
I love me some Coach B, dog. I love me some Coach B. Hey, one more question though. One more question, man. How do you feel about not getting your 5th star? And I want everybody else on the panel to also respond to this. But I'm gonna start with you, 13. Is it really bothering you, or is you just? I mean, you gonna tell us the real, or how you really feeling about that?
I mean, I was upset about it at first. Like, I was mad about it. I text my pops and everything. Like, before we even left out the facility, I was mad. But I thought about it and I was like, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can do. And the school I'm going to, my coaches know what I can do. They know what I'm capable of. So I mean, it really didn't bother me. A star is just a star. Stars don't mean nothing when you get to college.
True.
Absolutely. What you think about that, Mark Henry?
That's what I was about to say. I mean, everything is an evaluation process. Ranking stars is somebody's opinion. It's not the final say. So you can't get too hung up on that. And then, like he said, when you get to college, it's a clean slate. College coaches don't care if you're a 2-star, 4-star when you get on campus. You got to prove every single thing about you that they recruited you for matches up with when you get to college. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon, not a sprint. So, you can't get caught up on that. I mean, I was talking to somebody this past week, about Caden Doom should have had his 5th star before he went to LSU. You know what I mean? It's the same difference. It's a thing where, somebody's, evaluating the player in a certain way, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Singleton is one of the best receivers in the country. We know that. We've seen it up close and personal for 3 years. He don't have nothing else to prove. You know what I'm saying? I thought, the Duncanville game was a big statement for him. But I was standing there at State on the sideline, look at them go bums to Baghdad on Summer Creek, and it looked like he was just running by himself. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, there's no way you can single cover this guy and he continued to run. I mean, he had 3 tubs before halftime. You know what I'm saying? So, the film, what you see in person, and listening to his confidence is all you need to know. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him for having that type of game and confidence to back it up. That's just my opinion on it.
If you want to be real, hey, that Austin team, they was in cover 4 too.
And you just running by him, man.
Running by him, yeah.
Hey, I said this on Facebook, man. People need to just get in punt coverage on you. Just put 2 guys. I know people talk about, well, then the other, well, you know what? The other receivers got to show me they can beat me because we know this one is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Before I get to Pop, I see Pop, man. Shout out to Papa Singleton.
What's up with it? What's up with it, y'all?
What's up, man?
Before I get to you, I want to ask Willow and Pat how they feel about my 13 Savage not getting his 5th star from somebody.
Go ahead,
somebody to grow some nuts.
There's a lot of them.
Hey,
I said I'm gonna be PC.
No, let's
I
talk
need
about it, man.
somebody.
No, let's talk about it.
I need
Hey.
somebody.
Yeah.
Don't wait on the Don't wait on the other person.
I think it go based off publicity. It got to.
It gotta be.
It got to be.
We can't be going off the body of work. It's nah.
Ain't too many receivers in the district of doing hitting 1,000 yards.
No.
Hold on, let me not mention another receiver with 1,000 yards and 2 running backs with 1,000 yards. So it's not too many people in the district of doing that. And I know for a fact it's not 34 other receivers better than me in Texas.
No, I don't see it. And I ain't being biased. Oh no, that's 24/7. That's 24/7. And what's the other one, Daylon?
On 3 and everything. But I ain't trying to be cocky, but that's just being realistic.
Yeah, we talking about the competition of opponents, and we talking about the what he's producing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he going to ain't like he playing in the rinky-dink classification, going against rinky-dink defenses and DBs and all that. He's playing in by far the number 1 classification in the state of Texas, and he's producing. It's only one other receiver that's making noise like that, and we all know who that is. So if he's number 1, then it definitely should be a number 2, somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. I'm really lost.
I would say this, just add. All it does is add fuel to the fire.
For sure.
We already know what the real is, but to me, I think that keeps you hungry, and I think that's the story of Daylon's career anyway. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't handed to him. It wasn't easy. So that to me, hey, that's par for the course. But guess what? We're gonna see, what it looked like in the end.
Yeah.
On draft day, when you had that draft day party and the Dub sitting there with you.
Oh yeah. For sure. I agree with that. But it just be a slap in the face. Like the more he tries to showcase and the more he puts on and he do what he's supposed to do, like it's getting overlooked. And as a father, that's what bothers me, because I'm like, damn. Like I see everybody else. There ain't no knock to nobody, but this kid doing this stuff in you know what I'm saying, in the top classification, bro. Like he ain't going against no bullshit, man. Like there ain't no respect on that. The number 1 defense he went against. Ain't no respect on that. I don't know. Like it's just crazy to me, bro. Like I don't know. I usually don't be triggered and be bothered by stuff, but like I don't be getting it.
Hey man, that's your seed. You better be bothered.
He work hard for that. You know what I'm saying? He work hard to get what he getting and to be able to do what he do. And I don't like when they get overlooked like that. It just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I agree. I agree. The good thing about it is you got 1 more year to show everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Coach Carl, you got an opinion on this?
Yeah. If it didn't matter last year, it shouldn't matter now. So this conversation should be a mute conversation. But since it's not, I'm gonna give my opinion.
Talk to me.
Strictly my opinion. I don't think you're a 5-star receiver. Like, that's just being honest.
That's real.
I think you're a deep threat. I think you take the top off defenses, and every team needs one. But you haven't yet been able to show your underneath route running ability, your ability to, and I know it's your offense because it's a lot of option based. You know what I mean? But you got to be able to run routes, right? So when I asked D-Rob, I said, my exact question was, what does Daylon need to work on in order to become a 5-star wide receiver? His exact words were, he has learned how to run routes.
What you mean by running routes? Like, what you mean?
Running the route tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at his...
No disrespect. Check. Do me a favor. Pull up Allen game. Pull up Summer Creek game. What other game was that? Pull up Skyline game. What other game? I can pull my huddle up for you.
I'm just telling.
No disrespect. No,
right. Like what I'm telling you is not for you to get mad about, because you don't care, right? Because you don't care about rankings. All right. So what I want you to understand is stats are cool, but the stats don't. You're probably going to have more stats than anybody. That's not going to necessarily equate to a 5-star because it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? It's too many. Let's say for an example, if you were 6'4", if you was 190, doing what you're doing now, you're a 5-star.
3-star.
Basically the same thing DJ went through.
You see what I'm saying? You're a 5-star, but you're 5'10". You're fast. You're a playmaker. Now, the beauty of it is most wide receivers that are any good in the NFL are 5'10". You see what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you to discourage you. I'm telling you that you don't necessarily have the other attributes that goes along with a 5-star.
That's real.
So you're never going to make it. Now, you can go out and blow up the world, and if you make it this year, bro, so be it. But rankings don't matter. The only person that matters is that man in the mirror you wake up to every day. The only thing you can control are the controllables. Pops is 5'6". All right? You ain't gonna
Nah, I ain't 5'6".
Yeah, I'm gonna say you ain't. You must
God, no.
I'm just
I stood next to Pops. He ain't 5'6".
No, I'm just messing with you. But you're 5'10", and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Every team needs a deep threat. And like I told when I was talking to D-Rob, the first thing I said was, I would love to have a Daylon on my team. The difference is that there are a lot of Daylons that are 5'10". You're special because you have the ability to do things that other people can't do once you get the ball. You got elite speed. You know what I'm saying? You just have to learn how to define your game and add something else to your game. You see what I'm saying? That's redefining your game. That 5-star stuff, bro, is really about height, weight, and all the other stuff that you can't control.
Real shit. Real. Yeah. I agree.
You see what I'm saying? So if you're looking at it from what they require out of a 5-star receiver, you don't have those attributes. You can't control that. The only thing you can control is when you go out on that football field and you like this, and you in the end zone, and you taking your team to their 3rd, 4th state championship. You see what I'm saying? Because the fight and what you want, you ain't going to get for these other people. Right now, you got to start fighting the fight that's inside you. You got to better that person. That's where we at now because you can't control that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if we're going to say that it don't matter, it truly cannot matter.
Well, hold on, Coach Carl. Now, let me say it matters to me.
No, you're a fan.
You got that.
I ain't gonna lie.
It matters to me, and I ain't just a fan. I'm 13 Savage homie.
Right.
So it matters to me.
Right.
So that now that we established that part, you can't tell me the fact that he's a great returner, that he has great blocking on film.
Oh yeah.
He's a baller.
And like he said, you go check his film, he do run more than just the go route. Now, true enough, the highlights is the go route because it's the highlights. Now, the question I got for you, Coach Carl, is he being punished because his biggest highlights is the go route?
No.
Because he's on a talented team.
No, he's being punished because he's 5'10".
Well, so I mean, no disrespect, because you know I love me some Decorian, but Decorian 5'10".
All right. So let me put it to you like this.
Yeah.
And this has nothing to do with nobody. Decorian has elite speed.
Daylon don't? Have you seen that man running 200?
They're not the same.
You ain't watch track this season?
Okay, Daylon, tell me what your fastest 100 time is.
10-3.
Huh?
10-3.
Okay, what happened when it mattered the most?
What you mean? I don't run 100. That's
okay, so you never ran.
Carl, listen, he just went to Jacksonville and ran a 4.3 at the 24/7 combine.
Oh, okay. All right, guys.
No, I'm
not tripping. Listen, guys, I'm not tripping. I promise you, I'm not. To me, when I look at Decorian, this is what I saw: a guy that can go play offense, that can turn around and go play defense.
Go watch his ninth grade. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, Coach. I'm just saying. All right, and then the same guy that is part of the 4x2 national breaking record 4x2 team. One of the top 4-5s in the 4x1. So all those things play, Coach. Like I'm
Sure.
like if we're talking about a 5-star, like it's other things that come with that. And
Carl. I
honestly,
agree.
it's things that we can't control.
But
You're
that's
right.
a team effort, though.
Not to mention a relay is a team thing.
Yeah, that's a
It
team
does,
effort.
guys. Listen.
Relay.
Yep. Okay. So
Nah,
I'm
we
sitting in the
talking it
office.
up.
We're sitting in the office,
Mhm.
and we're going over this kid, and Daylon comes up, and we talk about his speed, we talk about his big playability, we talk about his versatility, we talk about he can return punts, he can return kickoffs, we talk about his value, right? Okay, that's what we're talking about. Oh, by the way, he's a 4.3 guy. That's what we're talking about. We're writing that down. We're like, okay.
21, 13, and 200.
Okay. So now we go and say, okay, he's playing at Desoto. Good program, good system. We know he's not a system guy because he has all the skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what is he? He's 5'10". How much you weigh, Daylon?
178.
178. Okay. That's what we're saying. I'm sitting there and I'm watching. I go, okay. Then they bring in the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, well, tell us about him. Shoot, Coach, they just broke the 4x1 record. They just broke the 4x2 record. He plays at Duncanville. He plays corner. He plays punt returner. You see what I'm saying? There are a lot of other things because even in that setting of being in a relay, that's still a team sport.
Team effort.
Yeah. So and football is the greatest team sport in the world, right? So those things all play a part. Now, this is just me telling you. You know who Tank Dell is?
Who you say?
You know who Tank Dell is?
Name sound familiar. It sound familiar.
Wide receiver from
Texas.
Houston. He used to play at the University of Houston. He played with the Texans.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I had recruited 3 of the top receivers in the class one year. I had O.J. Alara, I had Tank Dell, and I had Tyrese Chambers. And if you go look all 3 of them up, put up big numbers. But they was at Alabama A&M first before they went anywhere else, right? And they put up big numbers everywhere. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, those guys wasn't the guys that you know what I'm saying, that they play better than 5 stars. At the end of the day, man, the system is a system. It's you
that shit
have
flawed.
height, weight, it's things that you cannot control. I promise you this, it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with what you're doing on the football field because you're balling. You see what I'm saying? Like I keep telling you this because you got to understand this. It doesn't matter what you do on this football field because you're balling. You had Desoto. You got all the things. How many offers you have, Daylon?
Huh?
How many offers you have?
Like 36, 37, something around there.
So what are we talking about?
Well, Coach, and we were just talking about the ranking part. And for the record, I want everybody to know because I know how rumors get started.
Yeah, we're not comparing to DK. DK.
We're not.
That's little bro. Like
That's my dog.
we talking numbers.
We're not comparing to DK
comparing a
because
5-star receiver to a 4-star receiver. That's what we're doing. Right?
If that's what you want to say, but I want to get the names out there because see, Willow, you be shutting your DMs down. I get mine. So I don't. I just want to say that ain't what we doing because
we strictly talking stats and numbers and
because if anybody that listen to me, they already know I got DeCorian, Taz, Daylon, and Khalik. I got all them right there, and I don't even care what order you put them in. Now, personally, of course, I feel like DK is the best because I feel like he play offense defense. Somebody just put in the chat that Daylon could play corner.
Man, Daylon, man, go look at this freshman. Go look at this freshman highlight tape on Huddle. It's there. Playing safety.
You know?
Right.
Safety.
Listen, guys, check this out. There was a game that y'all played. One cat didn't play the first half. When he came back in the second half, it was a lot closer of a game. So, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? That talent level and Daylon's talent level is not that big of a stretch.
Okay, Carl. Let me rebut on that. If I linebacker catch that tip ball, it's 1 touchdown, right?
Well, Coach, I'm just talking about facts. Now, I'm not bringing up y'all beat them, so it don't matter. I'm just saying the difference in the first half and difference in the second half. One player on the field is a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's the same way. Taz take the opening kickoff back. Then he goes up top. He demoralizes people.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So those are things that you got to take into consideration when you watch a film and when you watching a guy and you seeing what that play does to that crowd, what that play does to the momentum of that team that he's playing against. Yeah. See, football is more than just what you do on the field. It's how them plays energize your team. What it do for your community, what it do for the people in the stands. He did that. So there's no reason. I mean, there's a reason why he has 36 scholarship offers. If we're just strictly talking about on a 5-star, I could see why he don't. That does not mean that he is not a dog. He's unbelievable.
Speaking of Duncanville game, I caught multiple digs and slants that game.
Hey man, you had a cat playing 10 yards off you, man.
And why?
That's the bad.
After you took the top off the first time,
that's something else he can't control, though, Corey.
But that's my point. Yes, he can't control that. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? You know,
it's all good, fellas. I'm glad y'all came on because this is discussion, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I mean, I'm gonna be pushing for you to get that 5-star. We can talk all this when you want, but when you catch me on X, Twitter, I'm gonna be harassing the shit out of Greg Powers, 24. I'm gonna harass these jokers until you, and not just you, but I feel like Keelan Russell need his 5th star. If he ain't got it, he need to have it. So, I want all my guys to get their 5th star if they. And despite what Coach Carr talking about, maybe that's a debate for Tuesday night. You know what? Papa Singleton, get ready. We got a debate going on.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a good conversation, like even for the up and coming parents to hear. You know what I'm saying? If they wondering like why this and why that, you know what I mean? Like this is a conversation that need to be had when it goes to rankings and all that old type of shit. Like it need to.
And watch this. They don't even mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like when and I know I came out of high school a long time ago, but we didn't even have rankings. You know, well,
it was called Blue Chip.
Yeah, you see him hating. Hating man, South Dallas.
So you ain't got no pool out.
He now ain't got no pool. Okay.
No, we gonna get us a campaign going to make Brady 5. You know what I mean? All I want Brady to do.
I'm glad you think that. That's why I'm team College Heritage.
All I want Brady to do is go and take your game to another level. Because this all this means.
You ain't getting no link here. Tuesday
you know what I'm saying? J-Mac, stop having conversations with Ty, man. Type to
my bad.
What's up?
Real talk.
All I'm saying now is just trying to take your game to another level. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Like, God, how can I say this? If you want people to see you a certain way, you have to put yourself in the way that you see yourself in. So if you want to be great and you want to be the best that you could be, you got to start seeing yourself that way. And not saying that you got to change anything, but maybe you need to go watch your game and see what you can work on. Fix that and see where your game takes
you. On it.
Yes, sir.
And then we had this conversation. We had this conversation after you get the MVP in state.
And you gonna get that. You gonna get it, man. I don't care what nobody say. Keep working hard. You ain't going to SMU till you get it. Or I ain't gonna say you ain't going, but before you go to SMU, you gonna get it. How about that? You know what I'm saying? And not because I just feel like you earned it. You go look at the top receivers, and I'm sorry, I can pull it up. You pull up the top receivers, ain't nobody 6'5" running around there now in class 2025. None of them.
Yeah. How many of them 5'10"? I don't know. Let me see. I can tell you.
Put it up.
A few. Go look at the 5-star list. A few of them.
Where they from?
All
They
around.
all
All
around the
over.
same height. I'm telling you, they all in between 5'11", 6'1", 6'2", at the most.
Five star. What I look up? 5-star wide receivers.
Now
Yeah.
go 247 5-star.
2027,
247.
25. At the end of the day, it's all about who's seeing and who's evaluating.
Yeah.
But
Hey, let me tell you.
when you get to college, it's gonna be a whole different story. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
watch
Say
this. Let me tell you something.
you got 36 offers. You know what I'm saying? I think you're gonna be straight. Plus, you just went to the 5-star camp in Rivals and showed out this last weekend, not this weekend, but the weekend before.
Yeah. And
hey, let me tell you something too, Pops. You can also pay your way on that list if you want to.
No, we
Yeah, I heard that too, and I ain't got nothing for him. I promise you, I ain't got nothing.
They can have it. They can have it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they can have it.
Hey, if you just want to be truthful, you know what I'm saying. And let me tell y'all something else. This is something I heard back in the Gap way long time ago, when rankings and stuff first came out. So sometimes coaches get bonuses for bringing in 4 stars, 5 stars, stuff like that. They get bonuses. So what they would do if it was a guy that they was recruiting that they really liked that they was gonna get, they would take the sports editor person in that area who was over the rankings, and they go have a nice little dinner. And then the next day, that kid would be ranked 20 top a 4-star. So it's a
none
dirty
deserve
game, man, but it's a
That-
lot of
that's-
stuff
that-
go
yeah,
along
crazy.
with that, man. But that's just me being honest with you.
Yeah, I've heard that before. So yeah, I know you ain't lying. I've heard it. I've heard it.
Oh yeah. But I'll
See,
tell you what, man.
I see. Here's what I see in this list. The guy that's number 7 is 5'11", but everybody else on this list is 6'1", 6'3", 6'1", 6'3", 6'5", 6'1", 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah,
6 foot.
you know all the measurements don't be accurate.
Well, I'm just saying what I said, J Max.
For sure.
Before I even looked at the list, I'm telling you what it looks like. So again, man, control the controllable, bro, and I promise you, if this listen, I know you better than this dude number 7. What's his name? And here's Vernell Brown. Hell, he going to Ohio State. I know you better than him. He's smarter than him for sure. So
just because he going to Ohio State,
absolutely. So, but see, it's control the controllables, right? So that's all I got to say, man. I want to go. I want to watch you when we turn on this film. I want to see you next year. Well, it's in a few months, going to another level. Because right now it's really about leveling up. Right now, you got more than enough ammunition to go level up. And if you don't, just watch this episode every day.
Hey man, you know what? Y'all can always hit me up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, y'all a fam. Y'all family to the dub, man. If you don't want to hit me up, hit Swaggy up. You can tell him. Swaggy love to
Oh
talk
yeah, me and Swagger good, man, for sure.
Yeah. And I wasn't trying to take your son to the bar. I was just saying the man is very,
I
very
know
mature. He
Yeah,
did
I
very,
know
very mature. But nah, man, you know how you already know how I feel about 13, man. That's my guy. But we finna bring Matt on, man. We gotta do this 7-on-7 recap, man. We gotta hear everything. Cause I'm very did y'all play Anna? Y'all play Anna, right? So before you get out of here, y'all didn't play Anna?
You talking about during 7-on-7 or season?
7-on-7.
No, we didn't play them 7-on-7.
Hey, did y'all see them?
They didn't make it.
Oh, they lost in the semifinals.
No, I think they lost in like round. Yeah, semifinals, you're right.
Okay. I thought y'all played Anna, but that's okay. If y'all didn't make it, if they didn't make it to you, then you know I got a. Oh no! See, Savage so used to just beating whoever lined up, he don't even know. But be honest, there y'all did play.
Oh, we
in 7. I don't think not in 7-on, but we played them in the past.
No, y'all played them this past weekend.
Allen?
They had on purple.
What round?
Anna, not Allen.
Oh yeah.
We played Anna.
Yeah.
We played Anna. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Anna.
what I'm talking about. Anna. I'm talking about Anna. Yeah.
J Mac got done in his voice.
That's the game I got double teamed in.
That's what I was talking about. I want to talk about Anna because Anna one of my favorite teams in 5A. But I want to know, what did you think about it? You said they double team you?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I still scored twice though.
You might as well get used to it. And see that.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Yeah, we know that.
You know what I'm
We
saying.
definitely
See
know
that, and that's another part.
I love my guy right here, boy. Look
Hold
at
on,
my guy.
y'all not hearing me though. Y'all not hearing me.
I know you still scored twice.
Yeah, I just scored
But
twice.
you could have scored
I'm
4
already
times.
used to it, but it ain't gonna
But
change.
you could have scored 4 times.
Yeah, I'm already used to it, but it ain't gonna change then.
39-13, 33-19.
Yeah. Hey man, so yeah, I was just wondering about that matchup, man. Cause we got a big Texoma fan, man. Lonzo.
I'll be seeing it.
Yeah, Lonzo. But Lonzo gave respect. He was like, man, they whooped us. So
Yeah, for sure.
But I say, that what happened when you come to the south side, Lonzo. You can't come to the southern sector, you throw that other stuff out the window.
Nah, it's real.
My boy Zay at Anna right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the big time receiver, right?
Yeah. Corner, Big Zay.
I mean corner. Okay, yeah.
He a dog too.
Yeah. He did he commit to Washington State too?
No, he at SMU.
No, SMU. Yeah, he
SMU. Okay.
That's another SMU. Yeah.
Man, hey, so look, you ready for the ACC?
Yeah.
I know. That's gonna be dope.
That's gonna be dope, dog. That's gonna be dope.
The official is tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure.
Listen.
So I need to sing it to us, man. I need y'all to give me y'all shout outs, man, before I bring Matt on and we can see y'all out, man. So give us your shout out. Pops.
Hey man. Well, I miss with y'all a long way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always come on and talk that talk with y'all, man. For real.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you too,
sir.
homie. Hey, we need to get you on that debate because you know what I'm saying? Because it's a certain game, week 2. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Man, hey, that shit over with. That shit over with. Y'all gonna see ain't too much to even say. Yeah, that's.
I'm just saying, you
So that's
might be
another
debating
diva
me.
game right there. Another diva game.
Hey, you might be debating me on week 2. I need you to come on, Pops.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
That's gonna be another internet game, a little hype game.
Who is week 2?
That's
North Carolina, ain't it? Yeah, North Carolina.
Oh,
that shit over with.
Yeah, that's
gonna be a good game.
I'm gonna be at that game. See how that works? You see how that works?
I might get you on the sideline behind me too.
13.
Ooh, talk that
13. If you need me to listen, 13. If you need me to get you hype, baby, I know how to do it, baby. What was Muhammad Ali homeboy name? That they always got him hyped before the game.
Well, was it the trainer Bodine, whatever name is?
Yeah, Rumble, young man, Rumble.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Jamie Foxx in the movie.
Yeah. No, I got you, 13. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I'll be right behind you with a 13 jersey on.
Hey, book that, Willow. Week 2, Tuesday night. Me and Papa
we gonna beat the crib. I think we gonna beat that.
Oh hell, I might not be there then. Well, hey man, it was fun.
DeSoto.
Well, hell, I might not be there. Hell,
I don't think you're allowed on DeSoto campus.
Come on, man.
You might.
I thought it was in Crowley. I thought it was in Crowley.
You got a ring. You got a ring, don't you?
He got a ring.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show it.
You're alumni,
bro.
I'm gonna show it.
All he gotta do is walk in with his diploma.
Yeah,
that's your badge. That's your badge to get in, man.
Yeah. I'm walking in with the mail.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Hey, Singleton, don't be shy, man. Come on, chop it up with it. We ain't gotta talk about DeSoto.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm ready.
Come on, Pops. We miss you, homie.
All right,
yes, sir.
That's
a savage.
All right.
Let's bring on my man. He been waiting in the background, man. I didn't want to bring him in with that smoke. That's my guy.
What's up, y'all?
Matt Stepp.
Hello,
What
Matthew.
it do, Matt?
How's it going, fellas?
What it do, man?
How you doing, Matt?
Man, I'm tired, man. But that sun took it out of you for 3 days. But I'm good. I'm good, man. 3 days.
That's why I lied.
A lot of
writing, Matt.
A lot of writing, a lot of work, but it's good. So,
Matt, that's why I lied. I said I was coming out there. It was hot.
I knew you weren't coming. I knew you was just talking. I was looking for you though. I was like, man, let's see if J Max gonna come out here.
Man, you wouldn't go see me out there.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
You gotta get it. You getting in the mud out there, man. That's a grind, man. 3 days in that College Station sun and the end of June is tough. And kids, man, they amaze me, man. Be able to do that and play, 5 games in 1 day, and high leverage, high pressure situations. It's impressive. And then play 3 games the day before, so you're playing 8 games in less than 24 hours. It's tough.
It's tough.
Hey, no doubt, man.
But that's why champions emerge. That's why Desoto is a championship program.
Hey man, you a champ, man. You was out there.
Yeah, but I was on a golf cart, so I can't really take too much credit. Let's just keep it real. I was on.
You get your coach Sam on.
I get my coach Sam on every state 7-on-7, man. That's a long. In fields, man. That's a huge. I mean, if you've never been out there, it's a huge complex. And like you have to, to try to see and get eyes on everybody. It takes a lot. And so luckily we have a big staff that can kind of spread out. But it's tough to get from field to field unless if you're on field 1, you need to get to field 13. That's like I think I walked it one time, and it's almost a full mile one way. So
yeah, we're gonna have to get out there. We're gonna have to get out there. But start off, man. Just tell us. Start us off with D2, the D2 championship. I think what y'all have. Was it 3 divisions, just 2?
It's 3 divisions. Division 3 is like the really small schools. Like there's no really local teams that play in that. It's a really small 3A Division 2 and 2A schools. But I mean, Gunner won it, and Gunner, we know what Gunner does. Gunner, people think Gunner's just they can throw it too. And they got great athletes and they got a great team. So we actually had a rematch of the real football state championship in the 7-on-7 state championship. Gunner beat Tidehaven 20-14. They actually had to modify the schedule a little bit because we had a real bad storm come through Thursday evening. So they had to modify the schedule for the small schools. They got it in Friday morning, so it was good.
Oh wow!
And then in D2, I think the 2 teams that we'll talk about the most. We'll start with Kimball, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I think Kimball learned some hard lessons this weekend because you're not just gonna come down to Class 4A and just think you're going to wreck shop. Like there's good teams in Class 4A, and I think you're playing teams that have won, and especially in their pool. Kimball had Graham, Kilgore, and Hampshire Finette in their pool, and Hampshire Finette won the whole tournament. Hampshire Finette the last 3 years has been 8-4, 11-2, and 10-2. Like that's a team that wins playoff games. Graham has been to the state semifinals a bunch. They're a regular contender, and we know what Kilgore does in East Texas. Kimball played those teams and played them tough, but in one game they threw a pick 6 that cost them the game, and against Graham they had a couple of drops on 3rd down that could have converted. So I think, and they ended up losing. They ended up going 0-3. They got to the bracket and beat Ponder in the first game, and then lost to Austin LBJ in the second game. Austin LBJ, another team that wins playoff games. So Kimball, I think, has to learn. They're still learning. There's levels to it, even in 7-on-7, learning how to win, doing the little things that need to be done to beat good teams. Like Kimball can out-talent a lot of teams, but when you start playing those really good teams, you got to clean it up. You got to take care of the little things. You got to be able to take care of those things. And I think Kimball learned some lessons that I think will help them later on. But, and even in the season, if they make mistakes, if they drop passes, if they don't convert 3rd downs, they turn the ball over, they're going to get beat. Like those 4A teams are no joke. So I think there's levels to it, and they still have to learn. They got to learn how to win those kind of games. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yeah, perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Frisco Panther Creek looked great. They got all the way to the quarterfinals. Man, Jalen Lott, holy cow, man, that kid. Whew. He's grown about almost 3 inches. He's a lot taller, a lot leaner, got some good muscle. He's healthy, and man, he was a menace all weekend. They got eliminated by Hampshire Finette in the quarterfinals, and Jalen Lott. I sent you that video, J Mac, of that catch he made. He was ruled out. He was ruled out of bounds, and I think he was because I think his elbow hit first before his feet came down. That was right at the end. That was the last play of the game. They were down 8. If he'd have caught that, they'd have been down 2 and had a chance to go for 2 to tie that game and send it to overtime, but he was ruled out of bounds and time ran out. But Panther Creek looked good. They were rotating quarterbacks the first couple of games, and then it looked like they settled on a guy, and he played in the 2 bracket games I saw him. They played one guy exclusively. So I think they may have, at least from 7-on-7 wise, they found a guy that played pretty well. Panther Creek looks like a 5A team. They had those kind of athletes.
How did my guy Trickett look?
He looked okay. I mean, he was. I think 7-on-7 isn't his best format because I think he's a real stretch the field guy, and I think on a 45-yard field, especially with the quarterback that I don't think fully trusted his deep ball yet, I don't think that was the best format for him to showcase his skill set, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense because he is definitely a stretch the field.
Yeah, and I think the quarterback still. I think they were kind of spoon feeding the quarterbacks, and not they weren't taking it. It was a lot of short and intermediate routes with a lot of crossers, a lot of digs, a lot of comebacks. Those are a lot. That was kind of their route tree for Panther Creek in there. And they had a good run. They looked good. Their defense looked really good. Donovan Webb at safety is a baller. He covers a lot of ground. He looks the part. But then Jalen Lott was really. I think he got first team as well in our picks. He was really, really good.
So how do you look at that dynamic at Panther Creek? Because right now, I will pick Panther Creek as the favorite in that 4A.
In that district?
Not just that district. I'm talking about the state. I like Panther Creek.
I need to see that front play. I'm not convinced of their front play at a state elite level yet. I still want to see what they have. They could be, but I mean, to win a state championship, you're going to have elite front play as well, and be able to do that in the trenches. But I think, and then the quarterback situation, I think the quarterback situation is still fluid, and I think they got to get that. We'll see come the season. I think they're in the mix, but I think in Region 2, I would put them as the favorite in Region 2, but then I don't know, then it comes down to matchups, and if you get out of Region 2, probably looking at Stephenville out of Region 1. Stephenville's loaded, especially up front. They bring back everybody up front on both sides of the ball, and they got a quarterback, and they got a Texas Tech committed wide receiver, and they had a 2,500-yard running back that moved in. They're doing J-Mac and 2 at Stephenville. So they're going to be a problem in Region 1, and it comes down to matchups, and where Stephenville is really strong, Panther Creek isn't quite as strong. It's a long way to project out, but just kind of looking at it. So it's like I know Coach Todd said it. I've said it in Class 4A football. When you start looking at it statewide, there's a lot of really, really good teams.
Yeah. No, I agree. Anybody got something on that D2 before we move to D1?
Yeah, Matt, you hit it right on the head with Kimball, man. I think something we talked about before, J Mac, was I'm curious to see how Kimball goes down and compete. You know what I mean? Because we was talking about people putting them as a team that can win state and they're ranked so high. I just wanted to see them compete against different competition and how they go out and basically compete. And to me, I think it worked in their favor because there are definitely some things that they need to work on that I think will be able to help them in the fall. So I'm excited about it, man. Let me ask you this though, Matt. What team surprised you, man, in D2?
I'd say from a statewide standpoint, Mineral Wells. I was very impressed with Mineral Wells. They have a tight end named Preston Harrison. And it's Preston. It's spelled Prezztynn. It's not Preston. It's Preston. Preston. He's about 6'7".
What's his last name?
Harrison. Harrison. He's got dreads. Kind of touch his neck. He's 6'7". He's a dude, man. He's a dude. And Mineral Wells brings back a ton on defense. They're dropping down to Division II. They're gonna be a problem. They got all the way to they went 5-0. Yeah, they went 5-0 and then lost to Hampshire Finette in the quarterfinals, 28-19. But kind of no one saw that coming. We knew Harrison was maybe Harrison. I'm not sure if it's Harrison or Harrison off the top of my head, but he's committed to Texas Tech. He's a good looking prospect. He's first guy off the bus kind of cat. And he was a problem in the red zone. They've got some athletes around them. They got some scrappy DBs. They look good. They were pretty impressive. I talked to their head coach, who used to be at Brock. He was the OC at Brock when Brock was kind of getting their program first going. They bring a lot back in the trenches, and they feel like they have a chance to be pretty good. But they're in a tough district. They got to play Brock, and they got to play Graham in their own district. So they could be a good team and still finish third. But I think they're going to be a surprise team. They looked really good this weekend.
Okay. Mark, Pat, y'all got anything for about D2?
I guess Coach Clark kind of took the question that I was going to think. And besides the kids from Mineral Wells, who was someone that you went into the weekend in that particular bracket that you didn't know that everybody in the state should know about?
I think from Division II, Division III standpoint, it was a lot of brand names that made deep runs. There weren't really a lot of surprise teams. 7-on-7, especially at the state tournament, can be kind of funny because you can have some teams that kind of gimmick their way to making deep runs by running 7-on-7 specific schemes. Right. And that doesn't really translate into real football. Guys that run 2-yard little digs where a defensive lineman would be and stuff like that. In small schools especially, it seems like the teams that are good in real football also end up doing really well in 7-on-7. I'll say one thing I noticed about Kilgore is obviously a great team. Number one, Jaden Sanders, their DB, was our defensive MVP. He's going to Michigan. He's going to the barbecue here pretty soon.
What?
His dad played at TCU, was a 4-year starter at TCU, Nick Sanders. Jaden Sanders is a dude, man. He had an unbelievable tournament. And Kilgore's got DBs all over the place. They were throwing out 5 DBs that are all about 6'1" with long arms and fast, and they were just locking people down. In 7-on-7, in 7 games, they went 6-1 and averaged allowing 11 points per game.
Sheesh.
Which is crazy. So Kilgore, their defense was really, really impressive, and Jaden Sanders was the star of the show. It's Jayden, Jaden Sanders. If you don't know him, pop on the tape. He's a baller. He was our defensive MVP. We kind of thought he was at Clemson a couple of weeks ago. Oklahoma State kind of had a beat on him, but Michigan's kind of getting in the mix now. I know he's going up there for their big barbecue recruiting weekend. So keep an eye on that kid. East Texas has got ballers, obviously, and he's one of them.
That's dope. You got anything, Pat, before we go to D1?
No, we can roll to D1.
All right, Coach. Let me hear. Oh, who's that? Paco. He said, "What's your opinion on Terrell?" I think Terrell D1. So
yeah, Terrell was D1. I think for Terrell, they're a wing T team by nature, so 7-on-7 is not really their format. So I think just making it to state 7-on-7 was a good experience for them. I didn't expect them to do much because of the nature of their offense, but they just get into state 7. They got a tight end. I think he's committed to Arkansas as a defensive end. He's a monster. He's first guy off the bus. Keandre Johnson is his name. He can do it. He's first guy off the bus. He's got nice soft hands too, but he's going to play defense, I think, at the next level. So for them just to get there was an accomplishment for them.
Okay. Now I saw. I'm gonna go back to the this right here.
Yeah,
I saw the man from Anna, QB. I ain't even gonna call him free lunch no more. That's almost insulting. So I ain't gonna call him free lunch. But my man DeAndre, he made first team. I just want to know, has he really improved that much as a passer, in your opinion?
Matt Stepp.
Did that stump you, man? God no, I ain't think that was that hard, man.
Apparently it was, man.
Man.
He's still pondering on it.
Questions. Y'all don't be talking about J-Mac don't ask no questions. So J-Mac, look at it.
You ask questions to break the internet. Your questions break the internet, Jack. You got to stop asking questions.
You know what I'm saying?
We can no longer let you continue like this. You got to be stopped.
Man, one thing I know about my guy Matt, he gonna come back though. He gonna come back. There you go. What up, Matt?
Our internet just crapped out on me.
Hey man,
Sorry
I
about
thought
that.
it was them hard hitting questions J Mac be asked.
No. I missed. I wanted to actually talk about the MVP vote first. So
Okay.
let me just set the record straight, okay? So
Okay.
now I'm just one guy with a vote. Now my vote maybe gets more publicity than other votes, but for my money in the tournament, I thought Ed Small meant the most to his team out of anybody, and that's my opinion. You know, you don't have to agree with me. I'm unbiased, so you know that is something that I think does factor in. I just thought he was the best player in the tournament. He had a pick six that won him a game in pool play, and then against the Woodlands, he had a pass breakup that helped them win, and then everything about Austin Anderson on offense was based around him. You know, he was lined up at running back, inside receiver, outside receiver. I thought he was the most impactful player in the tournament. You know, your mileage may vary, but you know, I thought that our staff at Dave Campbell's was pretty much unanimous, and then even talking to guys from 24/7, we all felt like for me, the most valuable player is the guy who means the most to his team. So I felt like that was the guy that meant the most to his team. They did have a good quarterback, Gerlich. Gerlich is a really underrated quarterback, the UTSA commit, but Ed Small, what they did with him offensively, everything was he was basically manipulating the defense the entire time, and he had a decent. You know, the funny thing about the clip that went on Twitter where he went against Reyes and Reyes locked him up. I think the next play, Small scored a touchdown and was talking noise to the DeSoto coaches. So, you know, they didn't show that clip, but he did have I don't think it was on Reyes, though, but he did score a touchdown the very next play. So he is a great player. He's going to TCU for a reason, and he was committed to Texas to play baseball, but Texas wouldn't offer him a football scholarship, so he wanted to play football. So TCU offered him both. He's a great player. I thought he was the best player in the tournament overall. Not to say that Singleton wasn't a great player, and if you're talking about a championship game MVP, I would have voted for Singleton in the championship game because he was the best player in that specific game. But if we're taking an 8-game sample size, to me, in those 8 games, I thought Small was the best player. Just my opinion.
So basically, your MVP is like the Heisman.
To me, you know, that's how I vote for. Like Coach Biotti was asking if that was the case, then Luka would have been MVP. If I was voting for MVP, I would have voted for Luka. You know, that's how I view the MVP. That's my personal opinion.
Right. That's
Not
what I'm
everyone
saying.
has the same. Yeah.
So Matt, you look at it more like the Heisman, right?
Yeah. That's just how I personally view when I vote for an MVP and that kind of thing. So,
okay. So is there a championship MVP or is just one?
No,
MVP?
it was a tournament wide MVP. I actually thought we were going to have a championship MVP vote. I'm actually going to make that suggestion next year.
Okay.
Add that little caveat to it to have a championship game MVP, and a tournament MVP. But you know, it's subjective. It's just like star rankings. It's all subjective. It's just opinions. Subjective. My opinion. You know, I guess people think my opinion carries some weight because when I post my opinion, people get mad about it. So everybody's entitled to one. You know.
Well, no, you carry a lot of weight, Matt. I mean, you are Texas high school football media. So
but I mean, I think DeSoto. But in the end, Daylon was the best. Singleton was the best player on the best team, so that means something too. He was.
Yeah,
he was unbelievable. He was unbelievable in the championship game. He had a great championship game, and I thought Keldon, you know, DeSoto. We'll just get into DeSoto. So DeSoto, you know, the first day they were kind of rotating quarterbacks. They were playing both guys, and you could see some uneven results. I think one game they only won 13-6. So like you could see some. And I think maybe that was because the quarterbacks weren't able to get into a rhythm because they were rotating. But starting in the Tyler game, which would have been the quarterfinals, which let me tell you, Tyler, if you're in 7-5A Division I and you're talking about Highland Park and Red Oak, you better not sleep on Tyler.
They're gonna be a problem.
Tyler is going to be a problem. They are young and super duper talented, and they got cats coming.
Hey, listen, we saw them, Matt, out in where was they at? Where was it at?
Arlington.
Yeah. We watched them in Arlington. Yeah, no, they look good.
Yeah, and
they got skills. Now they quarterback. You know what I mean?
He's little. He's little. He's what I call a high effort thrower.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot, but he's also very mobile. He's very mobile, and so I think I mean he's got to put a lot of oomph on. He's got to put everything. You know, like the quarterback for. And I'll talk about him in a minute. The quarterback for Flower Mound, Marcus. He's 6'3". It's easy. it's easy coming out. And the Coppell quarterback, same thing. It's easy coming out. The Tyler quarterback, he's not that big, so he's got to put everything into his throws to push the ball downfield where it needs to go. Now, when the pads come on, he's able to run around and get some RPO stuff and get out of the pocket. He's going to be real dangerous. They also have a running back that wasn't there that is going to be a real problem. He's related to you remember Jamarian Miller? Was that Tyler Legacy? Went to Alabama. It's his little brother. He's gonna be a problem too. They got a receiver, Trey Harrelson. That's one of the top 2027 receivers in the country.
Yep.
Let me tell you, Tyler, don't sleep on Tyler. I'm like Red Oak has to go to Tyler this year. That's going to be a real problem. So that's going to be a tough matchup. That's going to be a good district. Tyler's going to be a problem. But back to DeSoto, starting in the Tyler game, and then going Keldon. He was okay. He was great. You know, he was okay in the Tyler game. That was actually DeSoto's toughest game. 21-14, they won. Tyler actually hung around and gave DeSoto, in my opinion, their best game. But in the Anna game, the semifinals, and in the Austin Anderson game, the championship game, I thought Keldon Ryan saved his best for last. He looked great in those two games. DeSoto scored 33 points and 38 points in those two games. Very efficient offensively. Ryan was on point with the deep ball with Singleton. And then when he needed to go underneath, he looked good. And really that was with, Feaster. I thought Feaster looked a little gassed towards the end of the tournament. I think because he went to Elite 11 earlier in the week and was catching passes at Elite 11. So it looked like the last couple of games, he didn't have a whole lot left in the tank. And so a lot of it was on Singleton because Feaster, he looked pretty gassed. So it was really impressive that Ryan was able to figure that out, and kind of Feaster was kind of a decoy, and Singleton was able to beat the coverage deep. Even when Anderson went into a cover 4 shell trying to protect against the deep ball, he was still able to get behind him.
Okay. Now, real quick. Of course, that's the homie, Singleton, on the MVP. In the past, have an MVP ever came from a losing team that didn't win?
From when I've had votes twice. Now I've had votes since 2010, and so I know at least twice I voted for Bay City when they lost to Baytown Lee. They had a wide receiver who was really high level recruit, but ended up didn't have the grades and went JUCO, but he was a menace. I voted for him for MVP, and I believe he got the MVP that year. And when Houston Stratford had Andrew Luck, and they lost in the semifinals. Actually, I voted for Andrew Luck for MVP, so I know at least twice. Now 3 times. So there you go.
Okay, so he did a precedent. So I didn't.
Well, for me, it is. I mean, my vote is not the only vote, but I know for me, I've voted 3 times for a losing player for MVP.
In other words, Matt don't value winners, guys. So
I'm just a man with an opinion.
The
guy from Bay City was named Cordero Williams, and they got beat by Drew Tate. Remember Drew Tate for Baytown Lee?
Yes.
They got beat by Baytown Lee, but Bay City had wide receiver Cordero Williams. And I think Williams didn't win it, but Andrew Luck did win MVP that year. So, so.
I ain't gonna lie, man. One thing we like, man. If Matt voted for it, then J-Mac ain't got a problem for it. You know what I'm saying? I stand behind
just opinions.
Step.
I'm just one guy with an opinion.
That's it.
Yeah. Now, I stand behind Step, but except for that MVP thing, I just feel like y'all could have switched it. I feel like it wouldn't have hurt if the Austin Anderson was first team and Singleton was MVP.
I just try to vote. Yeah, I just try to vote. Okay, so Mr. Feaster said Bowie was cramping up, so that it looked like he was out of gas, but which when you're cramping up, you're out of gas. So
that's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Cramps out of gas. Same
thing.
He was struggling, and that's okay. I mean, that happens. I mean, he was in California like a couple of days earlier, and comes back and, like I said, plays 8 games in 2 days. That's a lot. That's a lot, and he's a lot.
Yeah.
So, but he played through it. I'll say this about Feaster: he didn't come out of the game. He was in the game. He didn't come out.
No, and he'll never tell you.
Yeah, he fought through it. You could tell he wasn't himself. He wasn't himself. So
I love that.
I'm just one guy with an opinion. I felt like those. When I voted for Andrew Luck, I was like, that dude's the best player in the tournament, and he put his team on his back, and they got all the way to the semifinals that year. And look, I guess it turned out okay. So. It is what it
Lonzo
is.
got you, man. Lonzo is upset. I don't know what you did to Lonzo, man.
So I was at least. So I watched Anna in the round of 16, and they won against San Antonio Piper, and then I watched them in the quarterfinals against Weiss, and they won. So I was 2-1. They were 2-1 when I showed up. Can't blame me for losing to DeSoto, But I'll say this, Anna, they look good. Ziondre Williams looked good. Zay Gentry transferring in from McKinney. They had him at safety, which was very interesting to us. We view Zay Gentry as a corner, and Anna had him playing exclusively as a free safety, which was interesting. He looked very comfortable playing free safety. He did some good things out there. They got the wide receiver Ashton Ansley, who moved in from Tomball, who was their kind of 6'4" big play receiver. He had a good tournament. Ziondre Williams had a good tournament. So Anna, they got another kid that moved. They had another kid come in from Denison. That's a track guy. I think he ran he's actually going to miss week 1 because he's going to be in Peru running in the junior Olympic type world championships or something. Cordial is his name. Is a Cordial. I can't think of his last name, but Cordial is his name. He's going to be a baller for Anna as well. So they're adding some guys, man. They got some
J-Mackin is working out well for them.
They're adding some firepower over there.
Absolutely. Speaking of J-Mackin. Because I'm telling you, J-Mackin is championship. You ain't no champion if you ain't J-Mackin.
As far as I'll say this, the best young quarterback I think in the Metroplex this year is going to be the kid from Flower Mound, Marcus. Colton Nussmeier is his name. If that name rings a bell, his older brother is probably going to be starter at LSU this year, Garrett Nussmeier.
Oh, is that
that's the coach?
Yeah,
the Cowboys coach.
Yeah. So I worked with Ness. I worked with Ness with Brady Hoke when he was up in Michigan, man.
Yeah, his son Colton Nussmeier. Flower Mound Marcus got to the quarterfinals and lost to Colleyville in a close game. But Colton Nussmeier, 2027 kid, looked great. Looked really, really good. He's going to be a star. He's really impressive.
Big lefty who can sling it.
Yes, he throws a great ball. You could tell he's been coached up. He's got all the mechanics. He's effortless thrower. He doesn't look like he's trying. He's pushing the ball from one hash to the opposite sideline with ease. So he's going to be a player. I thought Coppell looked pretty good until they lost. I thought Coppell was the most impressive team in the tournament, and then they kind of laid an egg against Tyler and got eliminated. They were 5-0 or 4-0 up until that point. And
they beat Tyler.
They lost to Tyler.
They lost to Tyler.
Coppell lost to Tyler in the round of 16 by 3.
J-Mac, you remember we watched them play Tyler.
We watched them beat Tyler. Yeah.
They lost to Tyler in the round of 16 by 3.
Coach Wiley, we got to talk, Coach Wiley.
Tyler did a great job. Tyler's going to be good, man. They did a great job.
Did that big wide receiver go to work on them from Tyler?
So we
ran out of gas in Arlington.
See,
I wasn't at the field on that game.
They had them on the rope that game, J-Mac. That came down to the last.
Yeah,
so I was watching about that when Coppell was losing to Tyler. I was over watching Anna, so they were on the opposite side of the park.
Tyler got a sophomore wide receiver. I guess he's going to be a junior, but
Harrelson, Trey Harrelson.
Yeah, he bad.
From Tyler, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Coppell lost to Tyler. Colleyville Heritage. We had talked about Colleyville Heritage. They got all the way to the semifinals and lost to Austin Anderson. I watched Heritage play Corpus Christi Miller, and that was a really close game, really good game. Corpus Christi Miller came to play. They lost. It was the round of 16 when they lost. Corpus Christi Miller beat the brakes off Midlothian Heritage in the first game, and then the second game, Colleyville Heritage and Corpus Christi Miller played, and Colleyville won a close one, 26-20, I believe. Braden Blewett from Colleyville is really, really good. Their young quarterback looked good, was very impressive. I think that answered a lot of questions, so thought Colleyville looked really good as well.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me about Miller. Tell me about CP Miller. How they look?
Hey, hold on, Matt. Before you do that, let me give a shout out to CC Miller. They are Willow. They with Willow. There we go. Them Yak bars, them Dark Side bars. CC Miller.
Yeah, and the MHOP is Miller's House of Pancakes.
That's for the old line. For the old line. So shout out to the new reunion. that partnership with CC Miller and Willow Brand slash
Yeah,
the
it's gonna be
Dub
fun this year, man. It's gonna
slash
be
the
fun.
Dub. Go
That was
ahead,
the
Matt.
only that so the Collegeville game was the only game that I really watched Corpus Christi Miller, because I was actually going to watch them earlier, but because of the delay in the I had to write the game story for the Division II championship, so because that ran a little bit long, I missed the first basically 2 rounds of pool play for Division One. So the Corpus Christi Miller in the game I saw, look, they got a wide receiver named Corey Holmes who was getting behind everybody. He looked good. Quarterback was solid as well. You know, Miller's going to be solid. They're going to have good athletes. The question I have for Miller, like especially like against DeSoto, is just they don't have it up front. Like Miller, they don't have it. They don't have the big dogs up front to hang with DeSoto, and that'll be their undoing in that game. But we'll see if they have enough in 5A Division II to maybe make a run and win the region, which I think they can. I think they can win Region 4 in 5A Division II, in my opinion.
Okay. Hey man, did you when you saw DeSoto? I gotta ask about my youngin, man. That's the next homie, man. It's gonna be Lil Rob Baker at DeSoto. Was you able to see him? I think he played a lot in the slot running back at DeSoto.
You know what number he was? We don't have rosters, so you know.
What number was he? Sarai. What number was Sarai? Cool Rod. What number was Sarai? Hit me up. I just want to know about him because I feel like he got next. He gonna be a sophomore, but he gonna be big, man. That's.
They had a couple of little slots that were doing some things, especially on them 3rd and shorts when they would roll a safety onto Singleton. Yeah, I remember number 11 making a couple of plays, a couple of 3rd down conversions. He made a couple of nice plays. I do remember him and they used Tiger a little bit out of the backfield too as well. They used Tiger a little bit as well out of the backfield. So DeSoto has a great team. Like they have a lot of weapons.
Man, DeSoto.
Yeah,
but that's the next. DeSoto is DeSoto, man. But Sarai Baker, man, that's the little homie. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have him on the dub here real soon, man. We're gonna introduce him to the world because that's the next one coming out of there. But go ahead, man. I gotta ask you, man. Speaking of Jay Mackin, how did Horn look, man? We've been hearing all this stuff about Horn. The new QB, they was in Dallas Morning News. Just you know, how did they look?
They didn't look bad. I mean, I think they're still trying to figure some things out. They lost a lot of close games. Like they would be in every game and just wouldn't. They would just. You know what I said about teams find ways to win and teams find ways to lose? They just weren't finding ways to win. They did win one on the second day.
Oh, man. Did I do it again?
Yeah, man. Somebody told you don't bring up that subject. You just couldn't help yourself.
Courtney cut my man internet.
Yeah, he got you. He cut it. Boom, out of there. He told you. Don't say his name no more.
Just lost a lot of close games. I think there's.
You froze up, Matt. You freezed up, Matt.
You said you better not say Horn ever again.
I just want to know about my homie, Lil CJ. That's a. Oh man! Oh my God!
Back.
You back,
yeah,
Matt?
You back, man.
All right,
you froze up, man. As soon as I asked the question, man.
No, I think Horn was solid. I think Horn is trying. You know, they didn't win a lot last year. Like when you don't win, you have to almost relearn how to win, even in 7-on-7. And I think Horn, they got to figure out how to win. They were competitive, but they just didn't find ways to win, and that's something they got to learn. But I thought the new quarterback, especially for not being there very long, looked comfortable, and I think he still has to learn a lot of the offense. But I thought he looked comfortable with his guys. I think Horn's just got to clean up some little things.
Okay. That's all I was just wondering. Because that's my guy. I'm saying when CJ's my guy, so I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit. We were watching. They were about to play, and we were watching Cy Falls and Richmond Randall play, and talked to him a little bit. He seemed like a nice kid, and you know, you can tell he's getting there. He'll you know, it'll take some time, but they're figuring it out.
Well, y'all so ruthless in the chat. God Oh, y'all ruthless.
I think the thing about Horn is that they got to figure it out quick because they're in the wrong district to be figuring things out. You know, that's the problem. Is they're in the wrong district to be in a figuring out mode. They got to figure it out before the season gets started.
Hey man. Okay. Now, any other teams y'all want to know about, man? I mean, from other co-hosts, we got Matt on here, man. Ask your question.
What about PSJ North? I was watching the brackets, going all through the weekend, Matt, and they come out of South Texas. We don't know a lot about those teams, but they seem to hang around. I think they went to like the second or third round on Saturday, right?
They won the consolation bracket. They
won a consolation. Yeah.
Yeah, they finished third in their pool. They lost a couple of close games on Friday, and then got to the consolation bracket and ran the table. They've been really good the last couple of years in 5A Division 1, 13-1 and 12-1 the last couple of years. They graduated really heavy. They had a D1 quarterback that graduated, signed with a UTRGV, a center that was a Division 1 guy. Lost a really good senior class. The young guys are scrappy. They're scrappy. I don't know if what they run. I'll just keep it real. They run kind of a gimmicky offense for 7-on-7. They get in two tight ends in the I formation, like to run the football. So I don't think that what they do in 7-on-7 is necessarily going to translate. Not saying they're not going to be real good in real football, but I don't know if what they did this weekend is going to really translate.
All right. Hey, Matt, let me ask you about Anderson. We actually had Coach Hatcher on the show from Anderson. So he's a friend of the show. I've known him for years. And he was kind of texting back and forth with me, trying to see if we were down there or whatever. But he was really excited about what he had. How do you feel that translates to the field? Because I know they've been, kind of working their way, not a playoff team, but working their way to that point. How do you feel they'll do this year?
Well, they're dropping down to 5A, so that helps. You don't have to play Lake Travis and Westlake and Desert Springs anymore. So that definitely helps. And it's not like they weren't. I actually went and watched Anderson and Lake Travis play 2 years ago, and Anderson hung around for a half. Like, they weren't like getting blown out. They just didn't have the depth to keep up. So I think dropping down to 5A Division 1 is going to help them just from a numbers standpoint. And they got, like I said, they got a D1 quarterback, a D1 wide receiver, and Ed Small. So they got pieces. I think their district, it's really going to depend on, when you look, they're in a tough district. I mean, you got Pflugerville Weiss dropping down from 6A to 5A. You got Cedar Park. You got College Station. You got A&M Consolidated. So they're in a tough district. So just because they're dropping down, it's not really a guarantee because they're in such a good district. So I think they're going to have to beat. Actually, Cedar Park's not in that district. Excuse me. So that they're going to have to beat. Probably. I think they should be able to get that fourth spot if things work out, but they're going to have to beat like Hayes Consolidated and Lockhart and a couple other teams to get that fourth spot. If they want to get a higher spot, then you're looking at having to beat, one of the College Station schools, which they're always tough.
No doubt.
My man Eastside said, "How did Byron Nelson do?"
They did okay. I mean, they got to the championship bracket, but lost the very first game of the championship bracket. I think they went 2-2. They went 2-1 on day one and lost right off the box to Fort Bend Ridge Point by 1. But Ridge Point, they're loaded. They got, I think, 12 guys with D1 offers right now. They're loaded. So no shame in losing to Ridge Point. Lost by a point, 20-19 in a really close game. So I thought Byron Nelson had a solid tournament. Nothing just eye popping though.
Yeah,
now,
quarterback committed
Forney
to
never was in it, was it?
Yeah.
What's that?
I said Forney wasn't in it, right? I know.
Forney played in the SMU 7-on-7, I think, but Fleener didn't want to do any state qualifiers this year. So, some coaches don't like to do it. Some do. It's kind of to each his own.
Hey, how did North Crowley do?
They were up and down too. I watched them against Alamo Heights and Michael Terry, and they won that game. North Crowley went 2-2. Both of their losses were by 1 point. They lost on Friday to Conroe Grand Oaks 35-34, and then they lost in the first round of bracket play to the Woodlands 21-19. So they lost by 2. So close games. 7-on-7. I thought North Crowley looked good. Just conversions is what killed them. Little things. Getting the PATs and 7-on-7 can kind of be the difference between winning or losing. So they went 2-2. Lost in the first game on bracket play though.
Hey, Matt, you mentioned Grand Oaks. How did Grant Smith look this weekend?
Man, he looked good. He was my star of the day on day one. He looked great. He was throwing. One time we were laughing. We were watching them play Lubbock Coronado,
right?
And he threw 3 straight 45-yard touchdown passes on the first play of the drive. And he comes running up the sideline, and one of his DBs goes, "Damn, Grant, can you just give us a drive? I'm tired." Because they had to come right back out and play because it was one play touchdown drive. So he looked good. Grand Oaks is going to be a sleeper type team. That's a real high growth area in Houston.
Yeah.
Brand new school there in Conroe. They're going to be a team to watch out for.
Did Tyrook look pretty good too?
Yeah, he's a physical specimen, man. He's first off the bus kind of cat. He's a legit 6'7". Yeah, he's legit 6'7". Like I'm 6'2", and he's like looking down. Hello, Mr. Stepp. He looked at me like that.
Sure.
So
yeah.
So he's a big old kid.
Oh wow. So hey man, anybody else got something on that D1 level, man? You got Matt, because we about to move to the season, so we're closing the book on that on this touch football, on the 7-on-7. Even though I think Matt Diggs made a good point. I don't know if we at the point, and shout out to Matt Diggs, but I think we passed the point of saying that 7-on-7 is irrelevant or don't matter, because just look at the past champions. Look at the state champions in 7-on-7 and look at the state champions in December. And hey, it's the same teams.
Yeah, I think I take 7-on-7 and the first thing I do is I watch what kind of scheme they're running. And if they're a team that plays 7 defensive backs on defense, or they're running because you're not gonna play 7 DBs during the season. If you are, you're gonna get your head bashed in with the run game. If they're playing their linebackers on defense, playing some sort of base defense, I'm like, okay, I can take that and translate that a little bit. And then on offense, if they're running Friday night routes that they can run in the season, I'm like Desoto. You don't see Desoto putting the receiver right next to the center where a guard would be and running a little 2-yard curl and getting the first down on 3rd and 1. Desoto is running routes like that you can run on Friday night. So I can take that and translate it. There's some teams that do run it, like I said, PSJ North. They're good in real football, but I can't take what they do at 7-on-7 and really translate that to real football, because they're running a lot of dink and dunk stuff where there'd be a defensive lineman or a linebacker rerouting a guy, those types of things. So I can't really take that. So you got to take it. You got to look at the teams and take it for what it is. You can't just look at scores, because sometimes that can be misleading. You actually need to look at how they're playing the game. But I think more and more people, as 7-on-7 has grown, more and more people are knowing that, okay, we have to run our real offense and real defense if we're going to make this worth our time. Because if you're not going to run what you run on Friday night, then really you're just out there getting conditioning in. You're not really doing anything that's going to help you in the season. And there's fewer and fewer teams that are running, a 7-on-7 offense.
Yeah. I can see that.
One team, Diggs will know this. One team that was notorious for running a 7-on-7 offense back in the day was Arlington Lamar. They were like the 7-on-7 kings, man. They would run and always do really good. Unless they had Shane Buechele at quarterback, they would get in the season and they would kind of go 5-5, 6-4 every year, and really couldn't take anything of it. But now even Lamar, they run their real stuff in 7-on-7, because they, it's like I say, if you're not running your stuff, you're just getting conditioning and you're not really getting any benefit for your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else got something on it? Y'all good?
Shout out Shane Buechele. That's a blast from the past, recent past.
Dude was a baller, man. He was a bad dude.
Yeah, I remember when he was at Texas his freshman year.
Yeah, I think he's Kansas City now.
Chiefs now, ain't he?
Yeah,
he's with the Chiefs. Yeah, he's back up with the Chiefs, man. It's best job, man. That's man.
Absolutely.
Shout out Chase Daniel for South Lake Carroll. That dude done made like $78 million and ain't and I think he's taken like 16 snaps in his whole career to stand around holding the clipboard, man. And he's gonna get a pension, and that's the life right there.
Colt McCoy right behind him.
Yeah, that's the life, man. If you can get that hustle, that is the hustle to get right there. You ain't got
absolutely
the hell beat out of you. You're just over there holding the clipboard, charting plays.
That's the one job that don't matter till it matters.
Yeah,
He on NFL Network now.
I'll say this about the real season before I get out of here and get to bed. So I got to work in the morning. Then I'm headed to Canada Tuesday. I've been sending JMac my district picks. So I've been sending. I'm working on my regional previews. They'll be premium on Dave Campbell. So if you're not a subscriber, you can't read it. You got to pay to play. But I've been sending JMac my district picks just to give him some little content. So I think JMac, what do you think? We've been kind of on the same page.
We on the same page. I didn't want to reveal them.
No, we're not revealing just yet. But
yeah, I didn't want to post them. I saw them, and we pretty much. I mean, we might have different
couple of differences here and there.
We definitely got the same teams, and
So
that's something we'll be working on.
My picks are different than the magazine. The magazine, that's kind of a collaborative effort between the whole staff, but I have my own personal picks, and so I'll start posting those. I think my 6A Region 1 picks come out tomorrow, I think. So
well, whenever you're ready to come on Tuesday, man, you let me know.
Yeah, man.
And let me know who you want.
You want me to debate? I saw you wanted me to debate with Todd, but me and Todd probably going to agree. Me and Todd are usually pretty aligned in our opinions on a lot of historical football things. So
well, we got
it won't be a fun debate if we agreeing.
No, it won't.
A historian, though.
But we got
Snoop, a lot, man.
That's what I'm saying. Todd knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's a historian at that shit.
I don't think y'all would have had the same teams.
But
you know what? We'll hold that for Tuesday.
I'll put this out there just to see if Todd agrees or disagrees. I know Todd is going to be on with Snoop. I saw Snoop out down at College Station. He was down there supporting Kimball. Pound for pound. Now, if we're just talking pound for pound, you know how you take the best boxer in the world, pound for pound. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be a heavyweight fighter. It could be a lightweight. The best high school football team of all time, best Texas high school football team of all time, pound for pound, in my opinion, is 1983 Dangerfield. I don't know if anyone can ever top that. J-Mac, they only allowed 8 points all year, and the defense didn't allow any of them. The 8 points they allowed was a safety and a blocked field goal return for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that argument. That's why I shook my head.
They outscored their opponents 634-8.
Yeah,
like we're talking Thomas Everett on that team. Like they were unbelievable. Like pound for pound, to me, that's the best team of all time. I was not old enough to see them play, but I have seen tape on them. I've talked to people who they personally believe that pound for pound, that's the best team they've ever seen. Now, would 83 Dangerfield beat 85 Yates or 88 Carter head up? Well, no, probably not. They were 3A. But if we're just saying pound for pound, to me, that's the best team of all time.
My people, my mom is from Douglasville, which is like the next town from Dangerfield. And then like they went to Atlanta. So I used to always hear about them Atlanta Dangerfield games and how good Dangerfield really was. And I'm telling you, it's really only 2 stop signs in Dangerfield. If you ride through Dangerfield,
many. There ain't many. I've been to Dangerfield a couple times. You got to be going there to get there. It ain't.
Yeah.
When the steel mill closed, and that was the other thing about Dangerfield that year is they were a really special team because the steel mill closed like right before the season. So a lot of that town was going through a lot because that steel mill employed a good number of people in that town, black and white, and a lot of those people were really going through a tough time. Because that town depended on that steel mill. That was like their economy. And so they were going through a lot. And that team, that's an example of what a team can do for a community and lifting up a community. They really did lift that community up in a hard time. So that makes them extra special in my opinion. So I don't know if Todd agrees with me on that. The best pound for pound high school football team ever was 83 Dangerfield. Now, if we're talking like who's the best team like this ever, that's a really tough discussion. The best team I've ever seen in person is probably 2015 Katy.
Okay, so what we were saying was from 2005 up to now.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
In my opinion, the best one I've seen is 2015 Katy. That defense, they had 5 guys on that defense who played 64 high school football games. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know, they were really, really good. That's my opinion. I think defensively, it's the best defense I've seen for sure in high school football in person. So, but there's a lot of great teams. I mean, 2018 North Shore's up there. I thought last year's Duncanville team was up there. Last year's DeSoto team is up there. Probably yet to put DeSoto ahead of Duncanville because DeSoto beat them.
Would you put that DeSoto team above that Katy team?
That'd be a hell of a football game,
man.
That'd be a hell of a
football game. Katy can't stop DeSoto.
I don't know. That Katy team, people, you don't realize how athletic that Katy team was. Like that was a unicorn Katy team because they were really athletic too. So they had 7 or 8 guys play D1 starters on defense that not only signed D1 scholarships but actually played significant time at the Division I level. So that's an interesting debate. You know, these DeSoto team, DeSoto, we still don't know how they're going to. Those guys are now going off to college, so we have to see how they project. So it's an interest. I think there's arguments to be made for both. I just tend, to me, I lean towards defense, and I thought that 15 Katy team is the best defense that I've ever seen in person. Historically.
Was that the team that also had the running back that went to Nebraska or something like that?
Katy, yeah, they had. I can't remember which running back they had, but really the defense was the star of the show. I think that Katy team that went 16-0. I think in today's football picked. I think had 12 shutouts out of 16 games. 12 shutouts in 16 games. So if you can't score, you can't win.
Well, and all this stuff we got to find out on Tuesday night show.
Yeah. So I'll try to jump on. The problem is, I told Coach Carr this. I'm going to Canada this week. And then I'm going to my wife's getting an award in Vegas. I'm going to be in Vegas for a week. And then coaching school happens right after that. So I'll be pretty much gone.
I think this is going to be a good Snoop is a historian.
Don't worry about Step. We got plenty more debates for you when the season starts.
Yeah.
It's plenty of debates.
We still negotiating my Wednesday night contract, though. We haven't officially signed a contract yet.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Still in contract. I might pull a CD Lamb and hold out. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Man. You should be happy. You just got your trophy. So
I didn't get my trophy. You didn't get.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what they tell me.
Man. Leave Pat alone.
We're efforting right now.
I got you. All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
All right, y'all be good.
Absolute.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, I do want to plug. I gotta do some shameless plugs for Tuesday night. Y'all show up. Big time debate. We got Snoop versus Todd. I'm Team Snoop all the way. Whatever he says is right. Whatever Snoop says is right, and he already got my vote. But y'all, I want y'all to show up and vote honestly, because I'm not. but go ahead, tell us about this debate, man. Before we get out here and we get
real quick, man. We're gonna have Snoop, and we got 2 Todd, man. The 3 questions we asked them is the top 5 teams from 2005 to now, the best player in high school football from 2005 to now, and the best program from 2005 to now. All right. Then the bonus question is to be announced. You get that one. They got to go from the dome on that one. But we kicking off at 8:00, man. Produced by Pat Botese, and his Ron Burgundy stats. But no, man, y'all come out, man. We had a great show last week. We had some fun this week, and man, we're gonna get Big Mark on here one day when time permits, and just have some fun, man. So, and another thing, real quick, and this is not to take a shine away. This is more of a celebration, right? So they laid to rest Darren Lewis this weekend. Went to the funeral. R.I.P. Tank. Man, just to see the people that showed up for that thing. R.C. Slocum, you know what I'm saying? He was there. Of course, Coach James, Chet Brooks. Like, it was so many people there, man, from A&M, you know, and you just look and you're like, wow, you know, some of the guys you kind of grew up watching, you know what I mean? And you get a chance, like Richmond Webb was there. They say, hey, Webb, and I'm looking around like, where he at? Saw Greg Hill, you know what I mean? Both Greg Hills. Lil Cherry, he still built like you, J Mac. You know, and it was good to see a lot of those guys, man. So, in closing, man, y'all start spending time with your people while they're alive, man. For real, for real.
Yes, sir, man. R.I.P.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
That's it. Yeah.
Shout out to Tank, man. And I just want to give my closing words on Tank. That, to me, that was the first neighborhood hero.
Absolutely.
Like, that's all I can remember. The farthest back I could think, it was the first neighborhood hero was Tank Lewis. That's who everybody knew. I remember my brother came home one day just to talk about actually, you know, getting a tackle on Tank Lewis in practice. That was like his sophomore year. So, you know, it meant something, man. Tank meant a lot to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And for Oak Cliff, man, that to me, he was the first.
Man. J Mac, man.
Hey.
I can remember J Mac, man. We played in the All-Star game. We would get out of practice on a Friday night, and we'll still be in our football pants. Coach Charles, Coach Earl, and Coach Simon used to let us out of practice early. We'd get on the back of Coach Simon's truck, and we would ride over the Sprague Field right in time to watch Darren Lewis play. And when I played Little League, I played running back, so I had my little nickname was Tank. You know what I mean? Like, I stole his moniker. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, J Mac, man, like that was the first one, man. He inspired a whole generation of people, man. And it wasn't no Dallas Cowboys, Tony Dorsett, or none of that foolishness. It was Darren Tank Lewis on a Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to go through number 25. No doubt.
I'm gonna say this too, real quick about Tank. You know, I'm a little older than all y'all, so in my era, I was right square in the Tank era. I was at Roosevelt, and all you heard about was Tank. And then from Belt's perspective, all you heard about was Roy Robot Martin. So Robot on that track and Tank, those were the neighborhood heroes. That was my era. I heard Tank name all the time. Got to see him play and stuff. I was on the freshman team when when we was playing against him at Belt. So, man, shout out to like you said, that was a name. Like, everybody in the city knew it. Everybody in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Legend, man. Mark Henry, man, give us your closing words, man. Get out of here, man. Once again, I appreciate you for popping out, man. Because I was worried I was gonna be here by myself. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love the Dub, but we are probably the worst communicating team in the history. We like a bad marriage. We don't communicate for nothing. We just show up. But anyway, appreciate you, man. Give us your closing words.
Man, listen,
I don't like you right now. How's that for communication?
But it's cold, ain't it? Straight on Front Street. Straight on Front Street. Yeah, man. I was when I saw that actually I was talking. Me and my cousin was talking about this either Friday or Saturday. He played at John Tyler, so he played against Carter, and he was, you know, he had nothing but great things to say about Darren Lewis. Of course, I caught Darren Lewis when he got to A&M, and when he flourished there, that's kind of when I saw him, and then he went on to the NFL. But, you know, a great back, had all the tools that you wanted to see, quickness, speed, you know what I'm saying? Back then, you know, they had that spat on their cleats, you know what I'm saying? Different, you know what I'm saying? The swag was different back then, you know what I'm saying? But, man, listen, I appreciate y'all for having me on. Anytime, you already know, you know, we chopped it up a little bit yesterday at Braylan McDonald's commitment. You know what I'm saying? I watch y'all every week religiously. You know what I'm saying? And I'm usually watching from afar. I love the show last week, Coach Carr. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Thank
out to
you.
B Rise and Matt Diggs. You know what I'm saying? So one of these days I'm gonna have to look here, cuz call in sick and see what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you don't have to, man. And listen, here's what I know. Originally, guys, this whole thing was supposed to be Todd versus J Mac, but J Mac didn't want to go through with it.
Well, I'm saving mine for the season.
So I didn't know that people get a chance to choose what they want to do or not.
Yeah, I can. Because Todd is not worthy of June J Mac or July.
Man.
Oh,
He's not worthy of June or July J Mac.
So he got to get a Saturday he got to get a September J Mac.
He got to get in season J Mac. Now, if Todd want to come on and debate me, North Shore versus South, okay. If he want to come on and talk about the Duggarville versus South, okay. He want to talk about Longview versus South, okay. That's what I'm saying.
So basically, he got to defend his own team.
That's the only way we're going to do it.
Oh, boy, you hell. Okay. Well, we won't invite you on the show. Let me call my producer. Hey, Pat.
Hey, man, Todd's such a historian, man. You got to have your notebook and everything ready. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. And I don't even like to do that because I'll be rooting for South against North Shore. But see, and that's another thing about the debate. Like, I got to really believe in the debate. I can't just debate if I don't really believe. You know what I'm saying?
I actually agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? I got to really believe in what I'm debating. So that way I can give my best effort. I don't want to just take the other side. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for me to give, and let's just be honest. If you from the dub, you probably gonna take an L anyway.
Damn.
And that's the way our audience work. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta really believe in my argument. That's what I'm saying.
You mean we came out the box 0-1?
When we log in, we down 2 points. You know?
Yeah. Hey, we got Danger Bill last week.
We got blew out.
Yeah.
Hey man, so that's all I'm saying, man. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I love the platform, our platform, but I love the new show. And I want to put this out there, man. I want other people to come on and debate their teams and their beliefs. So I don't want it to be all about us. Like, if you're a fan of your team, you believe in your team, the season finna start. We're gonna be debating the games of the week and things. We want you to come on and really do it, because we already know J-Mac, I win no matter what. I'm gonna win no matter what. So I just want y'all to come on and talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, call me J-Mac Hollywood from now on.
Well, hey, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna operate in humility. Hollywood J. Right. Shit, I kick the J out your name, man.
Okay, that might be going a little far. I'm sorry.
You sound like Swaggy now. Call you Swaggy Mac.
No, man. Swaggy Mac, I like that.
I retract. But anyway, no. I mean, like I say, man, I'm down to debate during the season, man, because we got a lot of great debates going on. And look, Coach Lynn. Boy, Coach Lynn, you hell, Coach Lynn. I ain't gonna lie, you hell for that one, Coach Lynn.
Wow.
Lynn trying to get the pain shut down again. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, they everywhere. Ain't the day back? They everywhere.
Shots fired.
But on the tour, I want to see that.
That's hard.
I want to see it. J Mac gonna be fighting Brookins through the screen.
Hey man, that'll be hell. I tell you what, it'll be something to see why it lasts anyway.
Well, but you know what? You'll hang up. You'll hang up, and we'll be debating nobody. Okay, well
basically.
I'll be like, well, okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Hey, ain't no doubt about it, man. I will flip the table over, and we just have to find something else to do.
Well, I know because that was the advice you gave B. Rise last week. Just
I was trying to
over,
tell B. Rise. I told B. Rise all you had to do was flip the table over, man. Just flip the table over, and y'all go find another game to play.
Hey, B. Rise walked up out that thing cussing everybody.
Yeah, he pretty hype, wasn't he?
Hot, boy.
He declared himself the winner too.
Oh, he was ready. His kids couldn't talk to him. What you want?
Not for real.
What's your name?
He took it out on the weights.
Hey, B-Rod went to Cancun to cool off.
Yeah. He had to get his feet.
Yeah, he even knocked that pitch off the wall that's always behind him.
Yeah. B-Rod, man, he was hot, man. He was disappointed in y'all. Y'all supposed to support my man, man. My man was over here. I felt it was a close battle. Shout out to Mac Diggs, man. I'm gonna bring Mac Diggs on when the season starts with that North Crowley, because he's a non-believer in North Crowley too. So I mean, it's plenty of debates for me. I just feel like I can wait. I can wait till you get closer to the season, because I want my debates to be more about the football that's finna go on. If that makes sense.
So you only signing up for one show?
No. When the season starts, every week, whoever want that spot.
Yeah, but you probably need to go practice, because you got a lot of stuff you got to work on.
No, I'm good.
It's your emotional awareness it's your emotional awareness that concerns me.
No, because it won't matter, because the facts speak for itself.
Right, that's true. However, if they getting on you and your temperature start rising, we can't come out in the season, starting the season out 0-1, J-Mac.
It's not about. It's my only reason my temperature can ever rise if it get personal. That's why I can't talk to Todd, because they like to try to flip it. Like when you turn them up in facts, they try to get personal. But when we talking about if we debating what's finna go on, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't nothing personal if I'm talking about why North Crowley should be the number 3 team in state.
Well, sometimes somebody might say it with their chest a little bit louder than others.
Well, I don't care about that.
You know what I mean? Sometimes people might put words that you be like, you know what?
But that part
I'm not mature enough to handle this.
You know what? I can't wait till you get Coach. I know you're gonna do one with Coach Ward. He made for debates. Hell, he be debating all the time in the comments.
I want Kyle Ward to debate Lamont about Cedar Hill.
No, Coach, that ain't gonna end well. Lamont gonna sit there and be quiet.
No, Lamont gonna grow some. He gonna grow some testicles.
He gonna have to, because I'm tired of him. Every time Ward go get at him, he should sit there and be quiet. You gonna have to do something.
No, Lamont gonna fight back. Ain't that right, Lamont? Put it in the chat.
Fight back, Lamont.
Fight back, Lamont.
We'll call Lamont the Fighting Wards.
Look, and if Lamont don't fight back, we'll just put that picture up of that boxer that look like him. So he gonna have to fight back.
He the Fighting Wards.
Fight back, Lamont. But I think that Ward one gonna be good. Whoever he going up against, because he's a debater by nature.
And next time Dean come on with you, Alonzo, we got to put him in front of Alonzo. Period.
Listen, I'm cool with Alonzo. Here's the only problem I got with Alonzo. Alonzo tends to go real Alonzo, Pelican Bay Alonzo.
King Kong ain't got.
Yeah, King Kong Alonzo.
Hey, He just went that on the news too. Hey, shout out to that clip. I forgot what channel that was.
So
Hey.
I mean, you just know you don't know, man. This dude is nuclear at times. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna make for good TV. But we're gonna have to, Pat. You have to mute the hell out of him.
We gotta get Aaron Belusky up too.
Oh, look, yeah, nah, for real. But yeah, for Alonzo, we'll have some special effects for him.
Yeah, and then we can't wear Diggs. Yeah, we can't wear Diggs out right now. B. Rod's got to get his get back. You know what I mean?
No, I'm with you.
He get Diggs see the Hill game. I'm gonna call Diggs and see when he want Alonzo.
I want a Swaggy debate too. Swaggy always comes with a lot of knowledge. We gotta figure out who to put him against.
We put him in a basketball.
Right there. That's the last person that's gonna debate. I promise you. Out of all of us, I don't see Swaggy debating nothing.
Swaggy gonna debate. We're gonna put him up against. We'll put him up against the dude from Sock that's always coming with the stats. What's his name?
Gary Bird.
Let's do Roderick versus Swaggy. That's the only debate we can do.
Hey.
We're gonna split green screen.
No, you got to send a link to both of them.
What a man.
Hey man, once again, man, I appreciate you. Hey, Mark Henry, man, you a blessing, brother, for real.
What's up?
I appreciate you, man.
Y'all already know.
Yeah. Hey, Matthew Bryce, you know way too much. I see you in the comments. You know way too much about this high school football not to be coming on and hollering at us. We got to get Matthew. Y'all. We got to get Matthew Bryce on the show. I'm calling him out. That's my dog right there. We got to get you on, man. We're gonna talk to you. Got to get you on.
We need the Darian Reinhardt too. He needs to be one of the debaters.
We got to get Reinhardt on. Now, I don't even know if he'll debate, but we just need to get Reinhardt on her.
Yeah, he a Sunday night guest.
Yeah, he definitely Sunday night.
Yeah, he ain't. You got it. Shoot. I mean, I know we don't have censors, but you got to censor him and fact check him sometimes.
No doubt. So, but yeah, the Ward one, I'm looking forward to that. We got to figure out that's gonna be a great debate.
Ward and who?
Ward and somebody. We're gonna figure that one out. He's a great debater. We gotta make that happen. Yeah, maybe him and Alonzo.
Now, I debate Ward depending on what we're talking about. I debate Ward. I'll take Ward on.
Come on with it.
Well, what you want to talk about, J-Max? I'll
talk to you later, man. We gotta get off of here because I gotta go to bed. Y'all know I'm trying to get sexy. I gotta go to bed. So
right. Okay.
Hey man.
Hey. Too hot for TV.
Y'all know what I'm doing.
Hey, J-Mac, on the cool, I put on a 2X t-shirt the other day, and I was like, ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the dub getting busy. We all up in that EOS or somewhere.
I was like,
hey,
look
we
at
all,
you.
We all,
hey guys, we gotta make a commitment to stay through the winter.
That's gonna be the challenge.
Yes.
For me. Cause I don't know, I gotta get up at 5:00 in the morning when it's 20 degrees outside. That's gonna be hard. We'll see.
Yeah, we got to though, man. We got to stay the course.
Yeah,
got to.
So appreciate y'all, fellas. See y'all Tuesday night. Fellas. Bet.
Let's get busy.
Watch this.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods. Putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook. Hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and goes easy, off the easy, push easy. With my step is our special gift, making blitzing so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub.